Subscribe to my channel now. Remember to subscribe to my channel. See you. Here, this Brian Wiles who have this YouTube channel I showed you. He's an actor and he have been in some movies, some American movies, and also in some American TV shows. I have already showed in another video. If you watch my other video about Brian Wiles, where I show more about this, I have another video that I've uploaded before about Brian Wiles, where I show that he have been in some movies and some TV shows. He is used to make this kind of editing and recording where someone will record him, someone standing up holding a camera recording him, and another person holding a script for him. So he's used to acting. For him it's normal to act. So it's easy for him to make some fake videos, some fake edited videos reading from a script, making fake edited videos reading from a script, and also practicing a script. It's very easy for him because he's an actor and he's used to acting. So for him it's very normal and very easy. And I will show you that on his YouTube channel, the one in Arabic. So let's go back to his YouTube channel. Let me talk about something here about the YouTube channel of Brian Wiles. First of all, if we look here at his videos here, when he started his channel, when did he start his channel and his first videos? It was 1 year ago. If you look on his videos here, 1 year ago, speaking Egyptian Arabic. So he wanted to say that he can speak Egyptian Arabic 1 year ago. And the next video here, he said that he learned Arabic or became fluent in Arabic in 2 years. He wants to say he became fluent in Arabic in 2 years. And all his videos are just few minutes. You can see the first video here is less than 4 minutes. It's just some fake videos where he is reading from a script and editing his videos. He practiced a script and then he read from a script and he edit the video, but that's what I'm going to talk about later. Here you can see here that Brian Wiles also have another channel in Chinese where he pretend that he can speak Chinese and that he became good in Chinese, and he only have like 2 videos, and he also made that channel 1 year ago. So did he learn Chinese and Arabic the same time? 2 of the most difficult languages in the world. Like Chinese and Arabic are 2 of the most difficult languages in the world to learn, and it takes many years to learn both languages. Then he want to pretend that he learned both languages the same time and became high level in both languages the same time. I'm not sure if he created this channel first in Chinese and after that he made the Arabic channel. I'm not sure. Maybe he tried with this Chinese channel, then he did not get so many subscribers yet, or maybe it was too difficult for him to pronounce the Chinese words. He have 546 subscribers here and only 2 videos, and just a 2-minute video or 2.5-minute video and 3-minute video. You have only 2 videos, 2.5 minute and 3-minute video. And same like I tell about those polyglot YouTubers, he's just doing the same. He just practice a script. Someone who can speak Chinese wrote down a script for him, but not with Chinese letters, because he cannot speak Chinese and he cannot read Chinese. He's just a liar and a scammer. He's fake. Someone who can speak Chinese wrote down a script for him, but with English letters. Someone who can speak Chinese wrote down a script for him, but with English letters. Chinese words with English letters. And he just practiced the script, how to read it and how to pronounce it. And maybe he practiced it for some days or some weeks or some months. And after that he just made some video pretending that he can speak Chinese or that he have learned Chinese. And even if the video is only 2 minutes or 4 or 3 minutes, even those videos are only 2 minutes and 3 minutes, maybe he did not talk in total for 2 minutes or in total for 3 minutes. Maybe he made one video saying one sentence for just 15 seconds or 20 seconds saying one sentence. Then he made another video saying one sentence for 15 seconds or 20 seconds or half minute, and then another video again, one sentence for half minute or 20 seconds, and after that he put all the videos together so it become 2 minutes or 3 minute video. He just make a lot of editing, and I've watched a little from his Arabic videos. They're full of edits, but he makes some good editing because he's an actor and he's used to do this kind of editing. He's used to make this kind of editings, and he have people who know he's working with. He's an actor and he have people he's working with who stand up and hold the camera and record him. He have someone standing up holding the camera recording him. Then he will read this Brian Wiles. He will read the script first. He will read a few words or one sentence in Chinese. Then the person who is recording him will tell him, okay, 1, 2, 3 now. Then he will start the recording. Then after he say that one sentence, they will stop the recording. Then Brian Wiles will read the script and read the next sentence that he will say. And maybe there's some other person with him who is standing up and holding a script that he's reading from. Then the person holding the camera will tell him, okay, let's go for the next line or next sentence. Then the person holding the camera will tell him 1, 2, 3 now. Then he start the recording. Then Brian Wiles say one sentence. Then after he say that one sentence, they stop the recording. And then they keep doing like this until he make this 2 minute or 3 minute video. It's just some fake shit. And then he want to fool people and pretend that he learned Chinese and Arabic, 2 languages that takes many years to learn. Then he want to pretend that he learned them very fast, just so he can sell people some products. And here on this channel, he tell people here in the description that his name is Brian Wiles and he's an actor. But also before that, I found on Google that he's an actor even before he told people. And on his Arabic channel, I think he did not tell it from the start. Only later on, he made some video and telling people that he's an actor. And he say here that he enjoy acting and enjoy performing Shakespeare in Mandarin translation. It's just some fake shit. I'm very sure he cannot speak Chinese, and also his Arabic is fake also. He's from USA and he's full of bullshit. He cannot speak Chinese and he cannot speak Arabic. But we'll go back to his Arabic channel where I'll show you also that he's just some fake shit. But what I'm going to tell you now is that you can see here his first videos was 1 year ago. And I showed you on the Chinese channel he have 2 videos. On his Chinese channel he also have 2 videos that was 1 year ago. On his Chinese channel he have 2 videos 1 year ago. So did he learn Chinese and Arabic the same time and became fluent or high level in Chinese and Arabic exactly 1 year ago? 2 languages that takes very long time to learn. Chinese and Arabic, 2 languages that take many years to learn and become fluent and high level. Then he made a channel in Chinese and channel in Arabic same time 1 year ago and want to say that he become fluent and high level in Chinese and Arabic exactly 1 year ago. Exactly the same time 1 year ago. He made a channel in Chinese and a channel in Arabic and he want to say that he become fluent in Chinese and fluent in Arabic exactly 1 year ago. The same time. How could he become fluent and high level in Chinese and Arabic exactly the same time 1 year ago? 2 languages that takes many years to learn. Like it would take at least 3 years or 5 years or even 10 years to become fluent high level. Not just speaking the language or knowing something in the language. Not just making some few sentences or saying few things in the language. If you become fluent and high level and very good in the language, some languages like Chinese and Arabic, you need many years to become fluent and very good in the language. It doesn't matter what people tell you. I know some polyglot YouTubers and some other shit people, they want to tell you that you can become fluent or high level in any language very fast. But they're full of bullshit. To become very good in Arabic, it takes many years. And I'm very sure it's the same about languages like Chinese or Japanese or Korean or some other languages. It takes many years to become fluent and high level. And I'm very sure that he cannot speak Chinese and he cannot speak Arabic. He's full of bullshit. But what I'm talking about here is that he made a channel in Chinese 1 year ago, and same time he also made a channel in Arabic same time, and he wants to say that he become fluent high level in both Chinese and Arabic. There are people from Europe and USA or other countries who could not speak Arabic even after they moved to an Arabic country. Like there's some people from Europe or USA or other countries, even after they moved to an Arabic country and lived in an Arabic country for 5 years or 10 years or more, they're still not fluent and high level in Arabic. Some of them are, but most of them are not. Even those people who became good in Arabic after 5 years or 10 years, they're not totally fluent high level in the language, especially if they came originally from Europe and USA, from countries where their language is totally different from Arabic. Many people who came from Europe or USA who moved to an Arabic country and lived there, even after 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, they're not 100% perfect in Arabic, and they still have problems with pronunciation or grammar problems or difficulties when they speak Arabic. Of course, there are some people who became good in the language, but most people, it takes them many years. And then he wants to pretend that he became fluent in Arabic in only 2 years. And same time, he did not even live in an Arabic country. He's not even living in an Arabic country. Like he wants to say that he's living in USA. He's living in USA and he's not living in an Arabic country. And then he wants to pretend that he just learned Arabic by himself or by some italki teachers and became fluent in only 2 years. He's totally full of bullshit. And he do like this so he can tell people about his italki teachers, so he can make money from italki, from affiliate links from italki, and also so those italki teachers will make money. And same time he also have this website here. Now he also created some website here. Look here in his description. Hello and welcome. I make videos about language learning and comedy videos in Arabic because why not? Same like Lindy Boats, because why not? Yeah, bullshit with you, because why not? More info, United States. United States. People from United States who can only speak one language, English, want to pretend that they can become fluent in any language very fast. Just bullshit with you, man. And then look here in this description also. I have also created a t-shirt brand that can help you become fluent in your dream language. Really, check it out at fluenttees.com. Okay, you have created a t-shirt that can help you become fluent in your dream language. Okay, so if you buy his t-shirt and wear his t-shirt, suddenly you can become fluent in any language immediately. Just after you buy the t-shirt and wear the t-shirt, like if you want to learn Chinese, then you can just buy his t-shirt from his website. Then after you wear his t-shirt, suddenly you are fluent in Chinese. Or if you want to learn Japanese, you can just buy his t-shirt. Then after you wear his t-shirt, suddenly you're fluent in Japanese. Or if you want to learn Arabic, then after you buy his t-shirt and wear his t-shirt, suddenly you are fluent in Arabic. And you can do like this with every language. That's what I tell you. He's full of bullshit and he just do like this so he can sell some products. Now he's selling a t-shirt. Later on he will also sell more clothes and more stuff. He start with a t-shirt. Later on he will sell more and more things. And same time he make money from YouTube. And he make money from affiliate links from italki and other things like that. But let's go to his website and take a look on this website, fluenttees.com, and see what it's about. Okay, I go to his website here and it says the store is unavailable now. Store unavailable. The store is currently unavailable due to maintenance. It should be available again shortly. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. Okay, so at the moment we cannot see how much his t-shirt cost, his t-shirt or his t-shirt cost. We cannot see how much this shit t-shirt cost now or what it's about, but it's about making money because he's a scammer and want to make money fooling people, pretending that he become fluent in Arabic in only 2 years, and same time he have his other YouTube channel pretending that he can speak Chinese or that he also learned Chinese very fast. Just some fucking fake shit scammer. As you could see, his website is not working now, or there's some maintenance, maybe it will work later, but he do like this so he can sell some products to people. So if people buy this t-shirt, suddenly they can speak any language they want. There's some kind of magic. It's like a magic t-shirt. A magic t-shirt. If you buy this t-shirt and wear this t-shirt, then you can be fluent in any language you want. Just some bullshit, man. More info, United States. More info, United States of scammers. He just lied to people and pretend to be fluent in Arabic in 2 years so he can sell some products. Then he make videos here about different things. He make videos here where he speak in Egyptian dialect, and this one how to learn spoken Arabic video. He just makes some different videos and also have some videos another YouTuber, Karim Sayed. I don't know if he's from Egypt or what country this one, Karim Sayed. He make videos with different YouTubers who help him to fool and scam people. They're just some scammers working together. Let's see who is this guy here, this one, Karim Sayed. I'm not sure if he's from Egypt or what country.
دايما تحاول تبقى احسن، ودايما تحاول انت تعمل حاجه احسن عشان الناس اللي بتتفرج دايما تبقى يعني بتتبسط، وفي نفس الوقت برضو انت بتحترم عقليه.
I think maybe he's from Egypt, like his pronunciation is same like Egyptian. But I cannot see his YouTube channel here. But I think this guy, he also have a YouTube channel. Yeah, he's from Egypt, because someone here say that he's from Egypt. They're just some scammers working together. You can see this guy, he's looking down to the right side, he's reading from a script. This guy, Brian Wiles, you can see he's looking down to the right side, and before the other guy also looked to the side. And there's a lot of editing also. Also the video is full of edits. Look at him, you can see he's looking down and reading. Look at this Brian Wiles, you can see he's looking down and reading from his script. Because he cannot speak Arabic. He cannot speak Arabic. He is fake and scammer and a liar. He cannot speak Arabic, this fake shit. You can see he's looking down and reading from his script. Looking down and reading from his script, this fake shit. And there's also some editing. Look, there's a lot of editing. You can see how there's some shaking in the picture like that. It's full of edits. Do you see the edit there? Do you see this edit here? Look there, this guy, Brian Wiles on the right side. The guy on the right side, Brian Wiles. Look now, this next button, not the play button, this next button to go to the next video. The next button to go to the next video is on his nose there. The next button to go to the next video is on his nose, and he's looking down to the right side. I think he's looking down and reading. He's looking down and reading, and suddenly there will be an edit. I think he looked down and read for a longer time. Look now. Look now, his head will move to the left side, a little bit to the left side. Look now, his head will move a little bit to the left side. Look here. Look now, his head will shake to the left side here in a second. Look now. You can see he's looking down and reading. He's looking down and reading from his script because he cannot speak Arabic. Someone wrote down a script for him, Arabic words but with English letters. Someone wrote down a script for him, Arabic words with English letters, then he's just looking down and reading from a script. Look now, you can see his face there to the right side and he's looking down and reading his script. Look now, I think in a second now or less than a second his head will move to the left side. Look now. Look now. Do you see his head shake to the left side? His face shake and move to the left side because there was an edit there. And you can see he's looking down to the right side. He's looking down to the right side and reading from a script. You can see he's looking there down to the right side. He's looking down and reading from a script. He pretends that he's looking at the video call. He pretends that he's looking to the video call, but he's looking and reading from a script. I think there was another edit there also. Just some fake edited shit. Do you see there's some shaking there? Look now, he closed his eyes. Both of them closing their eyes. Look now, he closes his eyes and I think he will open his eyes and read something. He do some editing tricks. Some editing, faking shit tricks. Same like the Polyglot YouTubers. He will close his eyes. Then he will open his eyes and read something. Then he will close his eyes again. And that time he will, this time he will cut it out. That time when he opens his eyes and read, he will cut it out. Like he will open his eyes 2 times. After he closes his eyes, he will open his eyes 2 times. Like now he closes his eyes. Then he will open his eyes. First time he opens his eyes. First time he will open his eyes. Then he will look and read something. Then he will close his eyes again. Then second time he will open his eyes. Then he will look in the camera. Second time he opens his eyes, he will look in the camera. But first time he opens his eyes, he will look and read something. But you will not see first time when he opens his eyes. First time when he opens his eyes, he will look down and read something. But he will edit and cut that out from the video. You will only see when he opens his eyes second time and look in the camera. And you will see his head will shake a little bit to the back or a little bit up to the back now. Like now his head is down and closed eyes. Closed eyes and his head is down. Look now. His head will shake a little bit back and his eyes will open now. Look. Look. I think here his head will shake back now. Do you see his head shake back? But I think it was around 1:53 like that. 1 minute and 53. Look here now. He already opened his eyes now, but then his head will shake back now. Look now, you see his head will shake a little bit back now. Look now. Look, his head will shake back. This Brian Wiles on the right side. The guy on the right side, Brian Wiles, his head will shake back now. Look, do you see his head shake back? Because there's an edit there. Look, he's looking down and reading from a script. You can see he's looking down and reading from a script. But I don't want to show the whole video because I also want to show some other videos on his channel. I want to show that he's totally fake. But this YouTuber, it looks like he's also helping him, fooling people. This Karim Sayed, he pretends that he's a nice person and people like him. And I don't know, I think he's a famous YouTuber in Egypt or something. I'm not sure how famous he is. But look, people like him and then he will lie to people and fool people. They will do anything for subscribers and viewers and money, those kind of shit people. And he make many different videos about Arabic. And also he makes something about Arabic food and Egyptian food. He makes some videos about Ramadan food for Ramadan. And Ramadan is like a Muslim celebration because he know that those Egyptians and Arab, they like Ramadan and they like everything about Like the Muslims, they like everything about Islam and Arabic and like that. So he makes this kind of things that people will like to watch. Like he makes something about Arabic food and Egyptian food and also about Ramadan, like a Muslim celebration. So people will like him and say, oh, he's so nice. He like our culture. He like our food. He like Muslims. He like Arab. He do like this so people will like to watch his videos and subscribe to him. And same time, when he say that he learned Arabic in only 2 years, then they will think, oh, this is amazing. He is amazing. He learned Arabic in only 2 years without living in an Arabic country. Then he could learn Arabic in only 2 years, and he speak Arabic very good, and he like Arab culture and Muslim culture, and he say a lot of things, nice things about Arab and Muslim like that. So people, this way, people will like him. Then they will subscribe to him. That's why he have more than 500,000 subscribers, because he just fooling people. He fool people. It's all some fake shit. And then you have some videos here also about Palestine, how to help Palestinians now, donate to Palestine. He makes some donation thing to Palestine like that. He do something nice like that so people will like him and subscribe to him. And it's good he do something good. It's good he do something good. But still he's a liar and a scammer, because he lied to people about being fluent in Arabic in 2 years and also about learning Chinese. He lied to people so he can make money from YouTube and also sell membership to italki and some other apps and some other products. Also so he can sell his t-shirt there on his website. He sells his own t-shirt brand like that. And maybe later on he will sell more things on his website. All this is just to fool people. But he just read from a script and edit his videos. He read from a script and edit his videos and pretending that he can speak many languages. It's all some fake shit. And look here, you have some video here how to learn any language on your own fast. Like you say that, oh, you can learn any language on your own fast. He do like this. He want to pretend that he learned Arabic and Chinese and he learned them fast. And he have some special methods, or if you use those things that he tell you, then you will become fluent fast. And here also Arabic versus Mandarin, how Arabic influenced languages around. Teach yourself Mandarin. You have different things here about language learning. And then he have some videos here. He want to teach people English, because I see before there's some people who ask him if he can help them learn English, because they think that he's fluent in Arabic. They think that he's fluent in Arabic and good in language learning. So some people, they ask him, oh, can you teach us how to speak English, because you can speak Arabic, then you can also teach us English because you can speak Arabic and English. But he cannot speak Arabic. It's just some fake shit. That's why he made some videos here about learning English. He makes some different videos here about Arabic and Arabic food and something about Egypt and some other videos like that, and about Egyptian football teams and some other things. And here you have some video here asking like Ana Gasus, it means I am a spy. He want to ask if he's a spy. Just some bullshit. But let's take a look on his channel here. Most of his videos are just some short videos. And I think he shows that he pretend that he learned Arabic and Chinese. He pretend that he learned Arabic and Chinese, and I think he shows those two languages. I think there are more than one reason. One reason that he chose those two languages is that there are many Arab people around of the world. There are many Arabic countries and many Arabic speakers around of the world. This way he can get many subscribers and many viewers, because there are millions or billions of Arab around in the world and many Arabic countries. This way there are more people who will watch his channel, because when he chooses Arabic language, then there are millions of people who will be interested to watch this, millions of Arab, and also maybe there will be millions of people who are interested in learning the Arabic language who cannot speak Arabic. And also he chose Chinese language also because there are many people from China in the world. There are like millions or billion of people from China. There are so many Chinese people in the world. That's why he chose those two languages. And another reason is that many people are interested in learning Arabic and Chinese, and also because Arabic and Chinese are some languages that is very difficult to learn, because it's very difficult to learn Arabic and Chinese. So if you tell people that he learned Arabic in only 2 years, or he learned Arabic and Chinese in only few years, then this way people will think, oh, it's amazing, he learned some very difficult languages like Arabic and Chinese in few years, that he learned 2 very difficult languages in few years. Then they will think like, oh, this is amazing, it's very special. That's why he chose 2 languages that is difficult to learn, and say that he learned them very fast. So people will want to watch his videos and they will want to buy some products from him. It's just some fake shithole. And you can see here, he started his YouTube channel 1 year ago. You can see here he started his first video here 1 year ago. His videos he uploaded 1 year ago. And also on the Chinese channel, his first 2 videos, or he only uploaded 2 videos. He only uploaded 2 videos on the Chinese channel, and it was also 1 year ago. So he learned Arabic and Chinese the same time. Just 1 year ago, he learned Arabic and Chinese the same time and become fluent in 2 very difficult languages the same time. Like he made these videos here 1 year ago, the first video on his channel. The first video on his channel 1 year ago, and the first video on the Chinese channel also 1 year ago. On the Chinese channel, the first video 1 year ago, and here on the Arabic channel, the first video 1 year ago. So you want to say that he learned those 2 very difficult languages 1 year ago and become fluent in both languages in one year ago like that? It's just some bullshit. He's full of bullshit. He just makes some fake edited videos reading from a script. But he do some very good editing because he is an actor. He's an actor. He is used to acting. He's used to read from a script. He's used to practice a script. He's used to make some editing, and he has some people, his friends, who know about editing because he's an actor. He's just some fake shit. And all his videos are just some very short videos. You can see here, like how many minutes the video. You can see here, the first video here is 3 minutes and 44 seconds, 4 minutes and 58 seconds, 3 minutes 42 seconds. Like just some 3 minute, 4 minutes, 5 minute videos. Then here 4 minute video, 4 minute, 4 minute, 4.5 minute video, 6 minute video, 4.5 minute video, 4 minute video, 7.5 minute video. Then here a short video. Then here a 4 minute video or less than 5 minute video, 3.5 minute video, 4 minute video. He makes some short videos because it's easy to make some short videos when you cannot speak the language. Because he cannot speak the language, that's why he makes some short videos. So you just need to practice a script for a few minutes. You just need to practice a script for a few minutes and make a video for a few minutes. And after that, here a lot of short videos. The short videos are less than 1 minute. Short videos, they're less than 1 minute, so they're just few seconds. And here one video here, Arabic versus Chinese, which language is harder? And I think this video is in English. I'm not sure, I cannot remember if this one is in English. But he just makes some short videos, and also this one is like less than 8 minutes. Then a short video, and this one less than 8 minutes. The one that I just showed you before, we speak with this one, Karim Sayed, and there are 2 people speaking. So it's like 2 people speaking for less than 8 minutes. So every person speaking for like less than 4 minutes or something like that. And this one, how to learn any language on your own fast. And I'm not sure if this one is in English or Arabic, but the title is in English, so maybe it's in English. And also it's less than 8 minutes. And then here there's some short videos here. And only here 7 months ago he tell people that he have made some acting in an American TV show. Before that he did not tell them that he's an actor. And here he tell people or asking, am I a Muslim? Like, hal ana Muslim? He asked if he's a Muslim, but it's just some short videos. And here also a 5-minute video, 5.5-minute video. Some of the videos are in English and some of the videos are in Arabic, but all of them are just some few minute videos. And he have a lot of short videos here. After he started to make more and more of the short videos. The best language learning method you have never tried. The secret to real fluency. Look the thumbnail, the secret to real fluency. He's just some fake shit who want to sell people some products. Then some short video, and here also teach yourself Mandarin, the ultimate guide. 7-minute video, because he want to pretend that he's also fluent in Mandarin. He want to pretend that he's also fluent in Mandarin, Chinese, this fake shit. Then some short videos here. Look now, a lot of short videos. A lot of short videos. Those videos are less than 1 minute. Many of those short videos that is less than 1 minute. Look how many here now. The last few months he just started to make a lot of short videos. Now people believe in his bullshit. Now he got more than 500,000 subscribers. And people believe that he can speak Arabic. Then he just makes some short videos saying few things in Arabic and those short videos. Now he just makes some short videos, and here 7 languages you should learn. And then some short videos here also. Just some short videos or few minute videos. Look, a lot of short videos here. Short videos. The 5 easiest languages to learn and why. Now he just makes some short videos or some video in English also. Look, just some short videos. Short videos. How to learn English from movies plus TV. After they start to believe that he can speak Arabic, then now he just makes some short videos, or he makes some videos in English also. And all his videos are less than 10 minutes. Only few minute videos. And just some fake editing shit. But let's take a look here on the first video. I'll show you that he's just some fake shit. But he makes some very good editing. But I'll still show you that he's some fake shit.
أهلا وسهلا بكم.
Okay, let's take a look on this video here. Speaking Egyptian Arabic, 5 reasons, learned mastery, and you should too. I started learning Egyptian Arabic about 2.5 years ago. I've got a lot to learn and still haven't been to Egypt, but the journey been amazing so far. So you want to say that he become fluent in Egyptian Arabic in 2 years or 2.5 years. He's just full of bullshit. He cannot speak Arabic. I think he cannot speak anything in Arabic, and if you know something in Arabic, maybe just know few words like shukran, ma'salama, ahlan, ana ismi. Maybe just know very few things like saying hi, thank you, hello, my name is. I think he only know very few things, or maybe he don't know anything in Arabic at all. But he has some italki teacher or some people who practice with him, but they don't practice the language with him. They practice some script with him. They practice some script in Arabic for his videos in Arabic. Then he just practice the script, how to read the script and how to pronounce it, and then he will just make some fake edited videos reading from his script. And I don't think that he can read Arabic. If he can read some Arabic, maybe he can only read some letters or few things like that, but I don't really think that he can totally read Arabic. I think the one who write down a script for him, they will write down a script for him like Arabic words with English letters. They will write down a script for him in Arabic but with English letters. It will be Arabic words but written with English letters. Then he will practice that script. He will practice the script with like Arabic words with English letters. He will practice that script, how to read it and how to pronounce it. And his italki teacher or someone working with him will help him how to pronounce it, how to read it, and practice with him the script. Then he will make some fake edited videos reading from a script. Also, I noticed that he will make many clips. Like he will say few words, then he will stop the recording, then he will say few words, then he will start the recording and say few words again, or he will say one sentence, then stop the recording. Because I think there's someone recording him. I think there's someone holding the camera and recording him. And maybe there's another person standing and holding some paper or some tablet or something that he's reading from, or else he's looking at some computer screen or something. But there's someone who stand there and record him. And I think that person, like before he start the video, this Brian Wiles, he will look at his script and read few words in Arabic. Then the person recording him will tell him, okay, let's start the video now. Then he will say 1, 2, 3, start, or action, like that. Same like when they make some movie. Same like when they're making a movie. He will just tell him 1, 2, 3 now, or he will tell him action, like that, start now. Then this Brian Wiles, he will say a few words in Arabic, or he will say one sentence in Arabic. Then after he say those few words or that one sentence, then the one who's recording him will stop the recording. Then Brian Wiles will look and read again from the script. He will look and read again from the script. Maybe someone standing and holding a script that he read from. Then he will read the next few words or read the next sentence. Or he will look at the computer and read the next few words or next sentence. Then the person who's holding the camera, will tell Brian Wiles, okay, let's record again. Then he'll tell him 1, 2, 3 now, action, or 1, 2, 3 now, start. Then he will start recording. Then Brian Wiles will say the next few words or the next sentence. Then after he finished saying the next sentence, then the guy recording him will stop the recording, and they keep doing like this. They will record every few words or every sentence for itself, and after that they put all the recordings together. Then it will become a video that is 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Maybe they make many recordings only for 10 seconds or 15 seconds or 20 seconds or few seconds, like that. And then after they put all the recordings together, he just read from a script and a lot of editing. And people believe in this bullshit. They think that he really learned the language and it's like amazing and like that. There are many people who think that it's real and he learned the language, but it's because he also makes some good editing. He makes some good editing and good pronunciation, so he make it look real. He make it look real because he makes some good pronunciation and good editing. There are many people believing in this bullshit, and look who is here to support him. Another scammer here to support him. This one, Joe Franco. He reply here because he's a scammer YouTuber, same like him, but it's not the only reason, because he also reply other people. Like he also reply some other people. So it's not the only reason. But he also choose to reply her because she is same like him. She's also fake, same like him. That's also why he reply her. You can see here she say, "You are tufha, amazing." This what she write this tuhfa. It means like, it also means amazing in Arabic. It's like the same word, like tuhfa means amazing in Arabic. You are tuhfa. And then she say, "I'm learning Arabic with Ahmed, and he told me about you, Mumtaz." She said that she's learning Arabic also with Ahmed. I think this Ahmed is some italki teacher. But in another video, he also said that he have another italki teacher, a woman teacher also. But they do like this, so they will tell you about the italki teacher. They do like this so they can tell you about italki and the italki teachers. Look here now, he reply here. He reply her here and say, "Haha, thanks a lot, Joe, you have got a really cool channel too." He tell the scammer that she have got a really cool channel. He replied the scammer and tell her that she have a really good channel because he's also a scammer and a liar. Look here, someone here asking this Joe Franco, can you recommend an Arabic teacher? Is Ahmed on italki? Can you recommend an Arabic teacher? Is Ahmed on italki? This is why they do all this scam. All this scam and lie about their YouTube channel is because of this. when people think that they learn Arabic very fast and learn languages very fast, then people will think like, oh, we also want to find the same italki teacher, and they also want to buy the same products like them, because if they do same like them, they will also learn languages very fast. People will think that they can also learn Arabic in only 2 years and become fluent in Arabic in only 2 years also, if they do same like this scammer here, if they also pay for this italki teacher. That's why someone here also asked, can you recommend an Arabic teacher? Is Ahmed on italki? Is Ahmed on italki? They do like this, so people will buy this italki teacher or pay money for this italki. Look, someone here respond. Look here. This person asked about the italki teacher, then someone here respond and say, I can teach you Arabic, I know all the dialects if you're interested. Someone here offered to help that person to learn Arabic. Let's see if the person will respond him or not, or if the person will respond this girl or not. I think Dalia Rostom is a girl. This Dalia Rostom is a girl. Let's see if someone will respond, if this guy will respond or not, or if this girl Trisha will respond or not. I think Trisha is a girl. Trisha Sultan is a girl, but the picture looks like a guy. The picture, yeah, the picture look almost like a guy, but it's a girl. This Trisha, a woman, and this Dalia also a girl or woman. But this person offered to help to learn Arabic, and I think maybe the person actually will do it for free. Maybe. Let's see if she will respond this one or no. Look, she didn't even respond her. Someone offered to help her to learn Arabic, then she didn't even respond. Look, someone offered to teach her Arabic or help her to learn Arabic, and she didn't even respond. Like this person asked about the italki teacher. This person asked about the italki teacher. This Trisha asked about the italki teacher. And then this one, Dalia Rostom, tell her that she can teach her Arabic or help her to learn Arabic if she's interested. And she did not even respond to her. Someone who want to help her and she did not respond. Why she did not respond? Because she want the italki teacher, same like this scammer. Maybe she's thinking, maybe this Trisha Satan is thinking, oh no, this person Dalia cannot teach me Arabic. Maybe she's thinking, oh, this Dalia cannot teach me Arabic good. I want the italki teacher because I also want to be fluent in Arabic in 2 years, same like this Brian Wiles. She also want to be fluent in 2 years, same like Brian Wiles. So she want the italki teacher. She don't want the one who offer her help. But let's see who is this person, if it's what kind of channel, just some normal channel. Just a normal channel. Okay, you want to learn Arabic, why you did not accept the offer? Someone offered to help you, why you did not accept the offer? Someone here told you that she want to help you. This Dalia Rostom want to help you to learn Arabic, why you did not respond to her? She did not even respond to say thank you or no thanks or anything. Someone is nice here, someone is very nice here and offer her help, and she did not even care to respond. But she want to have the same italki teacher like the scammers. She want to have the same italki teacher like the scammers because she thinks that she can become fluent in Arabic in 2 years if she use the same italki teacher. Yeah. And here this Joe Franco, I've showed her before, but I think I did not show her channel before. I showed some other polyglot scammers before. And look what kind of picture she put there to get viewers. She put some bikini pictures to get many viewers to her video and her channel. This fucking shit cunt there. She put some bikini picture to get many viewers to her channel, this bitch there. And look here. She have some, but most of her videos are about different things. But she pretends that she can speak many languages. Look here, she have a video here. This one 2 years ago. Speaking to you in 5 languages: English, French, Spanish, Italian. This one here, you can see in the thumbnail. French, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, English. She pretends that she can speak 5 languages. And then the video is only 12 minutes. She will speak 5 languages in 12 minutes. So every language for a little more than 2 minutes. Just some fake shit. I'm very sure it's just some fake edited video reading from a script. And every language only a little more than 2 minutes. Just some bullshit. And the rest of her videos are just some exercise videos or some other bullshit nonsense. How to manage your money, get your money right with these tips. I'm very sure it's just some other scam. Because you're some fucking scammer shit, man. Just some fucking shit scammer, man. She cannot speak 5 languages. She can only speak 1 language, English, this fake shithole. She only have that one video there about language learning or something. Then she have one video here, how I'm relearning French, making a quiz. Some cooking video telling us about how she's relearning French. She's just full of bullshit. How I'm learning Egyptian Arabic Masri. She's just some bullshit scammer. She's just some fake shithole. She can only speak 1 language, English, this fucking shit scammer. And what country is she from? More info, United States. United States of scammers. Just some fucking shit scammer from USA who can only speak 1 language, English. But she pretends that she can speak 5 languages, this fake shithole. Description: I'm Joe, a writer, TV host, polyglot, world traveler, and a documentarian of my own life through this channel. Hope you enjoy the journey with me. Fuck you, shit bitch, man. And also she have some TikTok. This fucking shit bitch. She want to say that she's a polyglot and can speak 5 languages or more than 5 languages. She's full of bullshit, just some fucking shit bitch, man. She's just some fucking shit bitch who pretend that she can speak 5 languages. She pretend that she can speak 5 languages or more than 5 languages. She's just some fake shit bitch. Just some fucking fake shit bitch. And you can see those scammers, they're supporting each other. Those kind of shit scammers. But I will show you now how fake this shithole is. Let's take a look on the video. I'll show you what kind of fake shithole he is.
اهلا وسهلا بكم. انا اسمي براين وايلز، وفي الفيديو ده انا هحكي لكم ليه اخترت اتعلم عربي وخاصه اللهجه المصريه. بالنسبه لي اللهجه دي مفيده قوي لمعظم الناس اللي عايزين يتعلموا اللغه العربيه. يلا بينا.
Look, he only speak for like 13 seconds, 12 seconds, 13 seconds, then he put this edit. He only speak for like 12 seconds or something, then he put this edit. And also in those 12 seconds, I think there was some editing, but he do some good editing. See, now put this picture, then after that it will be a new edit. It will be another edit, another clip. Look, it's another clip now. And it looks like he was looking down, closed eyes and looking down. You can see his eyes are a little bit closed, they're not totally open. And I think he was looking down. See? You see this? Look here, you can see his eyes are only very little open. And same time he will look down to read. And I think there's also some editing. Wait, I want to show you something here. Look, you can see he closed his eyes, then he's looking down to read. He only opened his eyes very little, then he looked down to read same time. Look, he only opened his eyes very little, then he looked down to read. Look. Look at him, like, is it normal that you make a video then your eyes only very little open? Is it normal you make a video then your eyes only very little open? Look, he shake his head and I think he looked to the right side or something. But he makes some good editing, he cut it out. Every time he look and read, he would cut it out. He shake his head and I think he looked to the right side, but it's not clear. But he make very good editing, this fake shit, man. Look, he keep closing his eyes. Like, is it normal that you close your eyes so much? Like, all the time you keep closing your eyes or only very little open? He do like this because he do some editing. Like, he will close his eyes, then he will open and read something. He will close his eyes, then he will open his eyes and read something. Then he will close his eyes again. And he will just edit and cut it out when he look and read this fake shit. Look, he looked to the left side there for a second. Look, he looked to the left side to read from his script. He's looking to the left side to read from his script, but he cannot read Arabic letters. He cannot read Arabic letters. He's reading English letters. Someone who can speak Arabic, maybe his italki teacher or someone else, wrote down a script for him, Arabic words with English letters. Arabic words with English letters. And now he's looking to the left side and reading from his script. He cannot speak Arabic, he's just reading from a script and the video is full of edits, but he makes some good editing. The video is full of edits, but he makes some good editing. And you can see there he looked to the left side to read from his script. And I think he looked for a longer time, but he just edit and cut it out. Maybe he looked to the left side there for half minute or 1 minute or 2 minutes or something. But then after the video after he finished recording the video, he just edit and cut it out. You can see now he's looking to the left side and reading. And then after he closes his eyes. Look, after he closes his eyes. Like, is it normal that you keep opening and closing your eyes all the time? Look, only 18 seconds of the video. Look, the time of the video. The time of the video only 18 seconds. And he already opened and closed his eyes more than 5 times or 6 times. Every 2-3 seconds he keep opening and closing his eyes. And you can see it looks like his eyes are only very little open. It's just some fake shit, man. Look, again he looked to the left side. Look, like 2 seconds before or 2 or 3 seconds before he's looking to the left side. Now again he looked to the left side. Around 17 seconds he was looking to the left side. Now at 20 seconds he's looking to the left side again. And I think after that he will look to the right side, because I made the same video in Arabic. And so I already watched a little of this. I think now he will look to the right side. Now, look now. Now he looked to the left side to read. Then look now. See? Next second he looked to the right side. Just in 1 second. Look, in only 1 second he looked first to the left side at 20 seconds. But first he was looking at the left side after 17 seconds. After 17 seconds he was looking to the left side. And again after 20 seconds he looked to the left side. And now at 21 seconds he looked to the right side here again. He just keep looking to the left side or to the right side to read from his script. See, now he look again to the left side. See, again at 23 seconds he looked to the left side to read from his script. He cannot speak Arabic, he just practice a script. He's an actor. It's his work. His work is to act. But now he's a liar. Now he's not only an actor. Now he's not only an actor, now he's also a liar and a scammer. Now you can see he's looking there to the left side and reading. Also there's a lot of editing. But those edits are not easy to show. He make a lot of editing, but they're not easy to show. You see there's some shaking in the picture, but it's not easy to show those edits because he makes some good editing. Here around 26 or 27. Look here now. I'll try to see. I cannot remember. I watched this one before. I think his head will shake to the middle or to the back like that. Wait.
ده
Yeah, I think his head will shake up. Like now you can see he's looking down. Like his head is a little bit forward and down. His head is a little bit forward and down. Then in less than a second his head will move up. You can see his chin and his face is looking a little bit down. Then in less than a second his head will shake up because there's an edit. Look now. Look now, his head will shake up now because there's an edit. Look now. You see his head shake up and a little bit back because there was an edit there. It's just some fake edited shit. He will make many recordings. He will record for a few seconds saying few words. Then make another recording for a few seconds saying few words. Then after he put all the recordings and all the edits together in one video.
اللغة العربية هي رابع أكثر لغة انتشارا في العالم. في أكثر من ربع.
Look, he looked to the left side for a second and also there was some editing. But I'm not going to show all those edits because there's so many edits. And also those edits are not easy to show.
هي رابع أكثر لغة انتشارا في العالم.
Look. Can see his eyes only very little open. Then he will look to the left side to read there. Look, he looked to the left side to read and after he will look back in the middle. Look, it happened very fast but he edited and cut it out, this fake shit. He edited and cut it out, this scammer.
انتشارا في العالم.
Look, you can see there he closed his eyes. Then he will look a little bit to the left side. Look here.
في أكثر من ربع.
It happened very fast, this fake asshole man. Because he edited and cut it out, that's why it's happened very fast.
هي رابع أكثر لغة انتشارا في العالم.
Look here, he will look to the left side now. You can see he's looking a little bit to the left side. Look. You see there, he looked to the left side to read from his script. I don't know if someone is standing and holding some script for him because he's an actor. And he's used to look and read from a script. I don't know if someone is standing and holding a script or if he's looking at some computer screen or something. You can see he looked there to the left side and it happens very fast because he edited and cut it out. Like it happens for less than a second that he looked to the side, but he used the editing program to cut it out. He looked for a longer time, but he edited and cut it out. See? Then he looked back in the middle and he closed his eyes. He looked back in the middle again and closed his eyes. Just some fake shit scammer, man. And after he looked to the right side also. First he looked to the left side and after he looked to the right side, this fake shit, man. See, first he looked to the left side, then now he looked to the right side. Look, now he looked to the right side also. At 31 seconds he looked to the left side. Now at 33 seconds he looked to the right side. He's just looking and reading from some computer, or maybe he have some people standing with him and holding a script. He is an actor and he know how to do it. He know how to act and fool people. He know how to act and how to read from a script. And he have someone recording the video. He have someone holding and recording the video. And he maybe have some people also standing and holding a script. Or else he's looking at some computer screen or some TV screen or something. You can see he's looking there to the right side to read from a script.
20 مليون ناطق باللغة العربية. برقم ده.
See, now he look again to the right side. Every 2-3 seconds he will look to the side to read. You can see now again he looked to the right side to read from his script.
قريب من مجموع عدد سكان الاتحاد الأوروبي. في فرص كتيرة للشغل للدراسة للناس اللي بتتعلم عربي حوالين العالم. بس لو
Look, there's some edit there, but the video is full of edits, but I will only show some of them because it's difficult to show those edits because he makes some good editing.
الدراسة للناس اللي بتتعلم.
Also some of the edits you cannot see them. He make a lot of editing. Some of the edits you cannot see them because he make very good editing.
عربي
I think there will be an edit now. I think he will move a little bit to the back now. Now he's more near from the camera. I think he will come just a little bit more far from the camera. Look now. Look here. You can see now he's looking down. Now he's looking down. Then suddenly he will move a little bit back, and I think he will look up or something. I'm not sure. We'll see now.
بس
See, he moved a little bit back, and same time his eyes close a little bit. His eyes was very open, then suddenly they become a little bit closed. Look here. But I'll not show all those edits because they're difficult to show. Those edits are difficult to show because you make some good editing.
تعلم عربي حوالين العالم.
Look now. You can see now he's looking in the camera and his eyes are very open. His eyes are very open and looking in the camera. Then suddenly his eyes will be almost closed or more closed. Like now his eyes are very open. Suddenly his eyes will be more closed and he will become a little bit more far from the camera. Look now.
بس
You see? He moved a little bit back but not so much, just a little bit more far from the camera. And his eyes are a little bit closed like that because there was an edit there. It's just some fake shit.
لو انتوا عايزين تتكلموا مع الناس الفصحى.
And then look, he looked to the left side there.
بس لو انتوا عايزين تتكلموا مع الناس.
Look. You can see he's looking to the left side and only he opens his eyes a little bit. He only opens his eyes a little, then he's looking to the left side and reading. Looking to the left side and reading from your script because you cannot speak Arabic. Looking to the left side and reading from your script because you cannot speak Arabic, you fake shit, man.
الفصحى مش هتنفعكوا عشان.
See, looking to the left side and reading. Looking to the left side and reading from your script. Looking to the left side and reading from your script, you fake shit, man.
محدش بيتكلم فصحى.
And there's some editing also, there's a lot of editing. Every few seconds there's some editing.
يبقى المفروض تتعلموا لهجة محلية بس.
See, he looked to the left side again.
يبقى المفروض تتعلموا لهجة محلية.
See, he closed his eyes. He closed his eyes and now he looked to the left side. Look now. See, looking to the left side to read from his script. Looking to the left side to read from his script.
بس انهي لهجة في.
And after he looked to the right side now also. First he looked to the left side and after he looked to the right side.
لهجة محلية. بس.
See, he looked there to the left side. He looked to the left side to read. See? Can see he's very concentrated. Look at him. Look at him. He looked very concentrated. He's looking and reading his Arabic script. He's looking and reading his Arabic script, but with English letters. Arabic words with English letters. Arabic words with English letters. He's looking and reading a script. He's looking and reading a script on the left side, looking to the left side and reading, and after he will look to the right side also. Look now.
انهي لهجة.
Look now, he looked to the right side now. Look. Looking to the right side to read from his script. Looking to the right side to read from his script. Looking to the right side and reading from his script. You're just looking to the right side and reading from your script. You fake shit, man.
فلسطيني
You fake shit scammer, man.
ولا خليجي ولا مغربي.
Looking to the left side and reading. Every few seconds you look to the side to read. Looking to the left side and reading from your script because you cannot speak Arabic. You just practice a script. And I think there was some edit there also.
أنا نفسي حاولت أتعلم مغربي بس.
See, looking to the right side and reading. Looking to the right side and reading, you fake shit, man.
ما عرفتش. لو أنتوا هتروحوا.
Look, there was some edit there, but the video is full of edits.
أنا نفسي حاولت أتعلم مغربي بس ما عرفتش. لو.
You see how you become more near from the camera?
أنا نفسي حاولت أتعلم مغربي بس ما عرفتش.
Look now, you will see that he will become more near from the camera. Now in less than a second he will come more near from the camera because there's an edit there. Look now, he will come more near from the camera now. Look. You see he came more near from the camera. Also he came more to the middle of the screen. Look here. Look, where's the play button? Where's the play button to play the video? Where's the play button to play the video? It's on the right side of his face. On the right side of his face is the play button. The play button on the right side of his face. Suddenly his face will move, his head and face will move to the right side. Now the play button is on the right side of his face. Suddenly it will be in the middle of his face. Look now. Look now. Look now. Also you can see he closed his eyes there. He closed his eyes, then he look and reads, open and read something. He closed his eyes, then he opened his eyes and read something. and after he edit and cut it out. Look now, you can see the play button on the right side of his face. The play button on the right side of his face, look now. Look. Suddenly the play button is in the middle of his face, or under his face like that. Suddenly is in the middle of the picture, the play button in the middle of his face, and also open eyes. Because it's just some fake edited shit. He edit because he look and read from a script. He edit because he look and read from a script is fake shit.
انتوا هتروحوا تعيشوا وتشتغلوا في اي بلد معينة اكيد لازم تختاروا اللهجة
It's full of edits, but he make many good editing.
البلد دي. بس لو انتم زي
Many times I notice every time after he finish a sentence, every time after he finish saying a sentence, then there's another edit, another recording like that. Like he will record saying one sentence, then he will make another recording saying one sentence, make another recording saying one sentence, then he put all the clips together. Like he'll make one recording saying one sentence, then he record another video saying one sentence, then after he put all the recordings together.
وعايز تتعلم لهجة.
You see he look to the right side there?
عايز تتعلم لهجة.
You see he look to the right side, but I think he edit and cut it out. I think he looked for longer time.
عايز تتعلم.
Look, he looked there to the right side to read. He looked to the right side to read from his script, but he'll just edit and cut it out. Look, only 1 minute of the video. 1 minute of the video, and there's so many edits. Also, I did not show you all the edits. Like there's an edit every 2-3 seconds. Every 2-3 seconds or something, there's an edit. But I cannot show you all those edits because he makes so many edits. You can see here, there he's looking to the right side. It's full of edits, and he keep looking to the side every few seconds. Only 1 minute now, and it's totally fake.
لهجة تنفع في كل البلاد العربية. يبقى المصري مناسب جدا. دلوقتي أنا هقول لكم 5 مميزات للهجة المصرية في رأيي. رقم 1.
Look, there's an edit there. But the whole video is full of edits.
مصرية في رأيي. رقم 1. في رأيي. مصرية في رأيي.
Look now, there will be some edit now. His head will shake a little back now. His head will shake a little back now. You see now, there'll be some shaking that his head will shake back. Look now. You see his head shake back and his eyes become a little bit closed like that. There was an edit there.
رقم 1. تقدروا تستخدموا اللهجة المصرية في كل البلاد العربية. معظم الناس اللي
There's also some other editing, but it's difficult to show you this editing. There are many edits. Every 2-3 seconds there's some edit.
بتتكلم عربي فاهمين مصري عشان الأفلام والمسلسلات المصرية منتشرة جدا في الوطن العربي. من المحيط
It's full of edits. The video is full of edits.
للخليج. المفردات المصرية كمان مش بعيدة عن المفردات بتاعة اللهجات التانية. لو
You will notice every time he finish a sentence, then he will stop speaking for a second or something. He will stop speaking for a second, then after he will say the next sentence, because he just make many recordings or he edit and cut it out.
بذلت جهد شوية احتمال كبير تفهموا اللهجات التانية في المجمل، بس ده مش هينفع مع اللهجة المغربية خالص.
He shake his head and he looked to the side to read same time this fake shit Holman.
مع اللهجة المغربية.
Look, he shake his head and he looked to the side this fake shit. Look, you fake shithole, who are you trying to fool? You fake shithole, who are you trying to fool? I notice everything, you fake shithole. You're looking there to the right side and reading from your script, you fake shit. You look to the side to read from his script, but he edit and cut it out, this fake shithole. You can see he looked there to the side to read. You fake shit. Look, then after he closed his eyes. After he closed his eyes, this fake shit scammer.
رقم 2.
Look, can you see this edit? Look, now he will become a little bit more near from the camera. Now he'll come more near from the camera because there's an edit now. Look here. He will come more near from the camera because there's an edit. Look now. You see? You see, he came a little bit more near from the camera because there's some edit. It's just some fake edited shit, and there are many edits, but I did not show all the edits because there's so many edits.
خالص.
Just some fake shit hole, man.
مع اللهجة المغربية خالص.
Look now, he will come more near from the camera here. You see, he came more near from the camera. Also his hand, suddenly his hand show up there.
اللهجة المغربية خالص.
Look now, you cannot see his hand. Now you cannot see his hand. Suddenly he will come a little bit more near from the camera, and suddenly his hand will be in the screen. Look now. Suddenly his hand will be up in the screen in less than a second on the left side. On the left side, suddenly you can see his hand here. Look now. Look now. Look here. You see? Suddenly his hand came up there in less than a second. Like there's some magic how his hand is there suddenly. We did not see that he moved his hand up. It just suddenly his hand is there and he come more near from the camera. Just some fake edited shit.
رقم 2 الإعلام المصري. من زمان وصناعة السينما والإنتاج الموسيقي في مصر مشهورة جدا. لو اتعلمتوا اللهجة المصرية هتقدروا تستمتعوا بالفرجة على أفلام كلاسيكية وموسيقى عظيمة، ودي نفسها مادة عالمية مفيدة قوي كمان. السبب
Look, there's some edit there. It's full of edits. There's so many edits.
مفيدة قوي كمان.
You see there's some shaking in the picture. This fake shit hole, man.
قوي كمان.
It's full of edits. Full of edits. See, he closed his eyes. He closed his eyes, and I think he will look and read. That's why he cut it out. He closed his eyes, then I think he will open his eyes and read something. And after he edit and cut it out, this fake shit. You'll see there will be some shaking in the picture now. Look now. Look now. Look here. There's some shaking there, but it's not clear. It's not easy to see. Look, I think the edit is here. You'll see some shaking here in the picture now. Look now. You see? His eyes was open. His eyes was open, then suddenly his eyes are closed. And he moved a little bit to the side. You see this one? But it's difficult to show this one because it happened very fast. You see the shaking there? It's difficult to show those edits because it's happened very fast. Look now. You can see his eyes are open. His eyes are open. And the play button there on his mouse there. And suddenly his eyes will close. His eyes will close and he will move just a little bit to the left side. He will move a little bit to the left side and his eyes will close now. Look now. Look here now. Look good. See? He moved a little bit back, and his eyes closed. He moved a little bit back and his eyes closed in less than a second. It's just some fake edited shit.
المصري أسهل نوعا بالمقارنة مع الفصحى. قواعد اللهجة المصرية أسهل بكتير.
And I think he looked to the left side there.
قواعد اللهجة المصرية أسهل.
See, he looked to the left side, but he ate it and cut it out. This fake shit, man.
بكتير. الفصحى قواعد اللهجة المصرية.
Look, he looked to left side to read, but he ate it and cut it out. This fake shit hole. See, he looked to left side to read from his script, but after he will eat it and cut it out. He looked to left side to read from his script, but after he ate it and cut it out. This fake shit hole. Look, he looked there to left side to read. Look into left side to read from your script, you fake shit. You fake shit hole, man.
كتير.
See, and after he closed his eyes, now he closed his eyes.
وكمان
Just some fake shit, man.
في في شوية حروف صعبة تتنطق مش بننطقها في اللهجة المصرية، زي مثلا القاف والثاء والظاء. أكيد اللغة العربية صعب للأجانب، بس المصري ممكن يسهلها شوية. السبب
It's full of idiots, you fake shithole, man.
المصري ممكن يسهلها شوية. السبب إرادة.
You see there's some editing there, this fake shit, but the whole video is full of edits.
بس المصري ممكن يسهلها شوية.
I think there's some edit now. You will notice now there's some edit now. Let's see here. Now his eyes are open and his head almost on top of the screen. His head almost top of the screen and his eyes are open. Look here. Look now. You see, suddenly his hands are up. Suddenly his hands are up. His hands was not up before. Look here.
يسهلها شوية.
You see this one? His hands was down, then suddenly his hands are up. Look here, 2 minutes and 25. The time of the video, 2 minutes and 25. You cannot see his hands now. Now you cannot see his hands, then in less than a second, his hands will be in the screen. Look now. And you will not see that he move his hands. You will not see he move his hands, but suddenly you will see his hands there. Look now. Look now. He move one hand, but look here. He move his hand down again, but look. Now you cannot see his hands. Now you cannot see his hands, then look now. Look now. Look here. Okay, I think I move a little bit too much forward. Wait. I moved too much forward. It was a little bit before. But it's difficult to show those edits. That's why I don't like showing this kind of editing. Look here now. His hands are not in the screen. You cannot see his hands. Then look here now. Look good. Now you cannot see his hands. Then suddenly, in less than a second, you will see his hands. Look here. Look now. You cannot see his hands. Look, suddenly his hands is there in the middle of the screen like that. Because there's some editing. He edit because he look and read from his script. He look and read from his script and he edit and cut it out this fake shit. The whole video is just some fake edited shit because he look and read from a script.
السبب الرابع، المصريين عايشين في كل حتة. عدد السكان في مصر أكتر بكتير من أي بلد تاني في الوطن العربي، وكمان في جاليات مصرية.
Look, he looked there to left side, this fake shit hole.
وكمان في جاليات مصر.
Look, he looked there to left side and he closed his eyes. He looked to left side to read and after he closed his eyes, this fake shit, man.
من أي بلد تاني في الوطن العربي.
Also, he closed his eyes there before. I think he look and read something. Look, he keep closing his eyes many times because he do some editing shit. Many times he keep closing his eyes. Look, you can see there he closed his eyes. I think he closed his eyes, then he'll open and read something. He closes his eyes and after he'll open his eyes and read something, then he'll close his eyes again. And after, when he edit the video, he cut it out when he look and read. See, he keep closing his eyes, this fake shit. See, he looked there to left side to read. You can see he looked there to left side to read, but he edit and cut it out. He looked to left side for longer time, but he edit and cut it out. You can see he looked there to left side to read from his script. This fake shit, man. And the video is full of edits, just some fake shit, man.
مثلا في نيويورك المدينة اللي عايش فيها في حي اسمه مصر الصغيرة. تخيل حوالين العالم. مثلا في نيويورك.
I think he looked down, but it's not clear because he edited this fake shit hole. You can see there he closed his eyes and only very little open. only very little open. I think he looked down to read or something like that. They're only very little open. I think he looked down and read this fake shit.
في نيويورك
Look there. Just some fake shit hole, man.
مثلا في
Look there. You can see he looked down to read there this fake shit hole. But he ate it and cut it out. You can see he's looking down and reading this fake shit. You can see he's looking down and reading. But it happened very fast because he ate it and cut it out. He looked down and read, but he ate it and cut it out, this fake shit.
نيويورك المدينة
And also now it looks like he's looking a little bit to the right side. Like he's not totally looking in the camera, he's looking a little bit to the right side because I think he has some laptop or something just beside of the camera. I think he has something on the right side just beside of the camera that he's looking and reading from.
اللي عايش فيها في حي اسمه مصر الصغيرة. تخيلوا فكده واضح انكم تقدروا تلاقوا مصريين علشان تتكلموا معهم بسهولة، وكمان في طرق كتيرة تتكلموا معهم على الانترنت. انا هتكلم اكتر عن الموضوع ده في فيديو تاني. السبب
Look, there's some editing there, this fake shit hole.
اكتر عن الموضوع ده في فيديو تاني.
Look, now he finished a sentence. He finished a sentence, then he will make another recording saying next sentence. Now he finish a sentence, then he make another recording for another sentence. Look, now there will be some editing now. Look, do you see there's some shaking? His head come more up like that and his hand come up.
الموضوع ده في فيديو تاني.
Look, now you cannot see his hands. You cannot see his hands. Suddenly his hand will come up and there will be some shaking. Look here now. Look, his hand come up now in less than a second and his head move up like that because there's some edit there. This fake shit, man.
السبب الخامس يعني ده مش
And then he look to the left side there also to read.
يعني ده
See, he looked to the left side there to read from his script. And when also he make a lot of editing. He make edit every 2-3 seconds and look from a script every 2 seconds. Every 2 or 3 seconds he makes some editing and reading from a script every 2-3 seconds. And you can see there he looked to the left side to read.
ده مش مرتبط
And after he look a little bit to the right side also.
المصري قوي بس هو مهم جدا بالنسبة لي. لو اتعلمتوا عربي
And every time he finish a sentence, there's some edit. Like every time he finish a sentence, then he stop the recording and make the next recording.
قوي بس هو مهم جدا بالنسبة لي. لو اتعلمتوا عربي
I noticed that every time he finish a sentence, then he will stop speaking for 2 seconds or something. Then after he make another recording saying the next sentence, or maybe he stops speaking for a few seconds, then he will look and read from his script. Then he will wait few seconds, then he will say the next sentence, and after he edit and cut it out. And you can see there he keep closing his eyes or only very little open and looking down to read, or maybe he edit and cut it out that he's looking and reading.
مصري أو
See, you can see he keep closing his eyes. He keep closing his eyes because he do some editing shit.
أي لهجة هتقدروا تتواصلوا مع الناس يقدروا يساعدوكم إنكم تفهموا الوطن العربي بشكل أوضح زي مثلا عايشين إزاي
See, he looked to the right side there, this fake shit, man.
أوضح زي مثلا عايشين إزاي.
See, he looked there to the right side to read. He looked to the right side to read from his script, but he would just edit and cut it out. He looked to the right side to read from his script, but he would just edit and cut it out. He will look for longer time, like he will look for half minute or 1 minute or 2 minutes, looking to the right side and reading. And after he will edit and cut it out, so it will only happen very fast. See, you can see he's looking there to the right side and reading. You can see he's looking to the right side and reading this fake shit, because he cannot speak Arabic, he's just reading a script.
وجهة نظرهم عن العيلة والدين والمجتمع وكده.
See, now he looked down to read also. Now he also looked down to read this fake shit hole.
مجتمع وكده.
See, he looked down to read. He looked down to read from his script this fake shit. He's looking down to read from his script this fake shit, man.
في رأيي المعلومات دي مهمة قوي دلوقتي وتقدر تخلي عالمنا يبقى مكان أحسن فعلا. أنا كده.
Look, every time he finish a sentence, then he makes some edit. but I did not show it every time because there's so many edits.
يبقى مكان أحسن.
See, now he finished the sentence. Now he finished the sentence, then he make another edit here before he said the next sentence. Look now, there will be some shaking in the picture. Look here. See his head shake, but it's not easy to show those edits. It's not easy to show those edits, that's why I don't want to show all of them because they're difficult to show and it takes long time to show them.
كان أحسن فعلا. أنا كده
His head shake, but it's difficult to show those kind of edits.
أحسن.
Okay, let's try to look where is the play button, but I don't know, maybe he will stay maybe he will be at the same place, but there'll be some shaking on his face like that. But the play button now under his nose and he's looking in the camera. Open eyes, his eyes are very open, looking in the camera, and the play button under his nose. Then try to look now. Look now. See, in less than a second he looked down. In less than a second he's looking down and closed eyes. In less than a second he looked down and closed eyes. Did you notice this? It's just some fake edited shit. Look, now his eyes are open and looking in the camera and his face is up. His face is up and looking in the camera and open eyes. Then look now. You see? In less than a second his face is down and closed eyes. In less than a second his face is down and closed eyes because there was some edit this fake shit, man. And I think he looked down and read this fake shit, but he edit and cut it out. See, he was looking down and reading. He was looking down and reading, but he edit and cut it out this fake shit hole.
أنا كده خلصت أسبابي. لو أنتوا كمان بتتعلموا عربي أو هي لغتكم الأم أنا عايز أعرف رأيكم فممكن تسيبوا كومنت تحت وما تنسوش تعملوا سبسكرايب للقناة عشان تشوفوا فيديوهاتي الجاية.
Look, he looked down again, but it happens very fast, this fake asshole. He makes some very good editing, but he's an actor. He's an actor, that's why he knows how to make editing and how to read from a script.
سبسكرايب للقناة عشان تشوفوا فيديوهاتي الجاية.
Look, he looked down to read, but he closed his eyes. He closed his eyes, then he looked down to read from his script, this fake shithole. He was looking down and reading, but he edit and cut it out. He closed his eyes, then he looked down to read, then he would just edit and cut it out.
شكرا عشان.
And he shake his head and look down one more time.
شوفوا فيديوهاتي الجاية. شكرا.
See, he shake his head and look down, but he closed his eyes. It happened very fast, this fake shithole.
سبسكرايب القناة عشان تشوفوا فيديوهاتي الجاية.
He looked down one time, then again he looked down again. See, he looked down again here. See, he looked down again. He looked down, but he closed his eyes, or only very little open eyes, or closing eyes like that. Then he would look down. Then he will open his eyes and read something, and after he will close his eyes again, but he will just edit and cut it out, this fake shithole, man.
شكرا عشان اتفرجتوا على الفيديو بتاعي وانا اتمنى اشوفكم تاني قريب. مع السلامة.
Just some fake shithole, but people believe in this bullshit. He's just some fake shithole, but people believe in this bullshit because he do some very good editing and he has some good pronunciation. He has some good pronunciation in Arabic and he makes some good editing. He make it look like it's real. He make it look like it's real, but it's just some fake shit. Let's take a look here. I'll show you the next video here. This one, how to learn spoken Arabic video in Arabic.
أهلا وسهلا.
In this video here, he will tell people, I think, about different things they can use to learn a language or something like that. Use the right resources, 5 recommendations. He will tell people about different things that they can use because he want to make money from this shithole scammer.
اهلا وسهلا، انا اسمي براين وايلز، وفي فيديو ده هشرح ازاي اهلا وسهلا، انا اسمي براين وايلز، وفي فيديو ده هشرح ازاي اتعلمت اتكلم اللهجه المصريه في السنتين بس. اذا انتم لسه مبتدئين ولا بقالكم وقت طويل بتتعلموا، هدي لكم 5 خطوات.
It's full of edits but he makes some good editing. It's full of edits but he makes some good editing, this fake shit man.
و5 مصادر عشان تساعدكم تتحسنوا بسرعه قوي. يلا بينا.
It's full of edits but he makes some good editing. And now here he put this picture, then now another edit. But also in the first 17 seconds like that, there was at least 4 or 5 or 6 edits. Every second or every 2 seconds there was some editing, but he do some very good editing, this fake shithole man.
لو انتوا عايزين تتكلموا اي لهجه عربيه بشكل طبيعي، اكيد الانجاز ده هياخد وقت ومجهود. عشان كده يلا بينا. لو انتوا عايزين تتكلموا اي لهجه عربيه بشكل طبيعي، اكيد الانجاز ده هياخد وقت ومجهود. عشان كده الخطوه الاولى للنجاح هي انكم تحطوا جدول دراسي وتلتزموا بيه. عاده
Look, there's some edits there, but it's difficult to show those edits. He makes some very good editing, this fake shithole man.
تحطوا جدول دراسي وتلتزموا بيه. عاده
He makes some good editing, this fake shithole.
تحطوا جدول دراسي وتلتزموا بيه.
See, after he finished the sentence, then he'll make some edit. After he finished the sentence, he makes some edit now. Look here. Now he's looking in the camera and the play button on his nose. He's looking in the camera, the play button on his nose there. Let's try to look now. His eyes are open and play button on his nose there. Look. You see, he shake a little bit back. He shake back and suddenly his mouth are open. Suddenly his mouth is open. Before his mouth was closed. He shake back and suddenly his mouth is open.
هي انكم تحطوا جدول دراسي وتلتزموا بيه.
But it happened very fast and there's many more edits, but he do some very good editing, this fake shit man.
دراسي وتلتزموا بيه.
Look here, his mouth will suddenly open in less than a second now. It will be more open and there will be some shaking in the video here and his head will shake a little bit back and a little bit up like that. Look here. See, his head shake up and his mouth suddenly more open because there was some edit. He do some good editing shit, this fake shit hole. Look, this one here, this comment here. Dude, I'm impressed. I never thought that an American would learn to speak Egyptian Arabic that well without living in Egypt for like 10 years. Keep it up, man. انت جامد. Look, he said that he never thought that an American would learn to speak Egyptian Arabic without living in Egypt for like 10 years. So he said that he think that a person, if the person is from America, from USA, the person need to move and live in Egypt for 10 years to learn the language. Like if someone from USA or Europe or something like that, they need to move to Egypt or some Arabic country and stay there for like 10 years or something to learn the language. But this shithole scammer, Brian Wiles, want to say that he became fluent in Egyptian Arabic in only 2 years without living in an Arabic country. But he's just some fake shit scammer. Thanks, Yusuf. But you can see he's just some fake shithole. He's fooling people because it takes many years to learn Arabic language. It takes many years to learn Arabic, and also if you're not living in an Arabic country, it will be more difficult. Then he want to pretend that he learned Arabic in 2 years. This scammer shit. But there are many people who believe in this bullshit. Yeah. Oh my God, you're such an inspiration. My husband is Egyptian and I've been wanting to learn the language. You make it look so easy. Need to up my game. He make it look so easy because it's some fake shit. He make it look easy because he's some fake shithole scammer and liar. He's just some fucking shit liar scammer reading from a script and editing his video.
عادة أنا بذاكر لمدة ساعتين كل يوم، بس على الأقل لازم تذاكروا 30 دقيقة يوميا. بس ما تقلقوش يا شباب، تقدروا تعملوا ده، وافتكروا دايما أن اللغة العربية بصراحة.
I want to show you here where he will speak about different methods. He will speak about what methods to use. Then he will make some commercial for different apps and different programs and books like that. He make this thing that he pretend to learn Arabic in only 2 years. He pretend to learn Arabic in only 2 years and become fluent in Arabic 2 years, so he can make money from YouTube and sell people some products. That's why now he'll make some commercial for different things now.
مش هينفع، وغالبا هتستسلموا بعد شوية. لحسن الحظ تقدروا تلاقوا.
Look, there was an edit there, this fake shithole, but the whole video is full of edits.
Yeah.
Look now. Look at his face expression now. Look at his face expression now, and where is the play button? And his face to the side. Then look now, suddenly his face will come to the other side like that, or move to the middle like that. Look now. Look now. Look at his face expression now. Then look, there will be an edit now. Look, there will be an edit now. Look now. Look good now. You see? Suddenly his head is up. Suddenly his head is up and open mouse. Because there was some edit there, this fake shithole. He pretend that he's an honest person and he learned Arabic in only 2 years.
Yeah.
You see the editing, this fake shithole? And the whole video is full of edits. The whole video is full of edits. There's an edit like every 2-3 seconds there's some edit. Every 2-3 seconds there's some edit, but I did not show it because it's very difficult to show those edits. There's some edit every 2-3 seconds. Because every 2-3 seconds he will look and read few words, then he will say few words, then he will look and read few words, then he will look in the camera, say few words, and after he will edit and cut it out every time he look and read. Look now, look his face, his head to the side, and look his face expression, his head to the side and look his face expression, then look now, suddenly his head will move up and open mouth like that. Look now. Look now. Look good now. Look here. Look good now. His head will suddenly move to the side and open mouth because there's an edit. Look here. You see? Suddenly his head move up and open mouth because there was an edit there, this fake shithole. You want to pretend that he's an honest person. You want to pretend that he's an honest person and he really learned Arabic in 2 years. He's just some fake shit scammer and liar.
لحسن الحظ تقدروا تلاقوا مدرس بسهولة. أسهل طريقة هي مواقع تعليم اللغات على الإنترنت. أنا بحب
Look, there's some shaking in the picture because there's a lot of editing, this fake shithole, man.
مواقع تعليم اللغات على الإنترنت.
Look now, you can see, look at his face expression and his mouth there, open mouth, and you can see his teeth like that and face expression. And the play button there on the right side of his nose, then look now. Look good now. Look here, his mouth is closed now. You see? His mouth was closed and suddenly in less than a second his mouth open. Because there was some edit there, this fake shithole. Look here, you can see now his mouth is closed. Then in less than a second his head will move a little bit up or a little bit back and open mouth. Look now. Look the edit here. His mouth is closed and suddenly his mouth will be open now. Look here. You see? His mouth was closed and suddenly his mouth is very open. There was some edit. But the whole video is full of edits. The whole video is full of edits. Here he said this one, I like to use the website italki.com. See here he makes some commercial for italki. Say he liked to use the website italki. This fake shit scammer. He do this so he can make commercial of italki, this fake shithole. So he can make money from italki affiliate links.
أنا بحب استخدم موقع italki.com عشان أقدر ألاقي
See, he say that he will find some teacher on italki for $10 an hour. He do like this so he can make money from italki, this fake shithole. That's why he pretend that he become fluent in Arabic in 2 years. So he can make money from italki and some other apps also.
مدرس خصوصي بحوالي $10 في الساعة، وكمان تقدروا تلاقوا language partners ببلاش، يعني تعلموهم إنجليزي وهم يعلموكم عربي. بيتهيألي الموضوع يستاهل. تلاقوا language partners ببلاش، يعني تعلموهم إنجليزي وهم يعلموكم عربي.
See, after he finished the sentence, after he finished saying one sentence like that, then he closed his eyes. He closed his eyes, then he will look and read something, then he will edit. He closed his eyes, then he will open his eyes and read something, and after he will edit and cut it out when he look and read. This fake shithole, man.
بيتهيألي الموضوع يستاهل الفلوس فبراحتكم.
See, there was some editing there. It's just some fake shithole full of edits, and he also look and read from a script. And he do like this so people will pay membership to italki, and so he can make money from affiliate links from italki. You can see there the play button under his eye, his open eyes there, and play button under his right eye there. Look here. Look now. You see? Suddenly the play button on his mouse. Suddenly his head moved back and the play button on his mouse because there was an edit there, this fake shithole.
الخطوة الثالثة هاتوا مصادر مناسبة. انهي مصادر. 1.
Look, full of edits, this fake shithole.
انهي مصادر.
You see how he shake, his head shake? Because it's full of edits, this fake shit, man.
مصادر.
Just some fake shithole, man. Look, where's the play button now? On the right side of his face. The play button on the right side of his face, and he's looking a little bit to the left side there. Then suddenly his face will come a little bit to the right side. Look now. Look here. Look good now. Look good. Where's the play button? And look on his face like that. Look, there will be some shaking here. Look good. Look here. There's some shaking here. I think also maybe next second here. You see? There's some shaking in the video, and suddenly the play button there under his nose. Just some fake shithole.
هاتوا مصادر مناسبة. انهي مصادر.
Look here now. Suddenly his head will move a little bit up, and the play button will be on his mouse. Now the play button is on his nose like that, beside of his nose. Then suddenly it will be on his mouse now. Look here. You see? Suddenly the play button there under his nose. Because there was an edit there, this fake shithole. Every few seconds there's some edit.
1. قاموس عربي إنجليزي اسمه لسان مصري.
See, he makes some commercial for this. He makes some commercial for this dictionary, and after he makes some commercial for other things also. He make commercial for different things, and he will make money from this. He have some agreement with those different kind of apps and different kind of programs. He will tell about those kind of apps and programs and different things and dictionary and those different things. Then they will give him some money for doing this fake shithole.
المفروض انكم تحملوه على الموبايل او الكمبيوتر بتاعكم. 2.
See, there was an edit there, then now he show another thing. Just some fake asshole.
المفروض انكم تحملوه على الموبايل او الكمبيوتر بتاعكم.
You see, there was some shaking in the picture. Just some fake shithole, man.
براحتكم. الخطوة الثالثة هاتوا مصادر مناسبة. انهي مصادر. 1. قاموس عربي انجليزي اسمه لسان مصري. المفروض انكم تحملوه على الموبايل او الكمبيوتر بتاعكم.
Fake asshole, man.
انكم تحملوه على الموبايل او الكمبيوتر بتاعكم.
Look, he closed his eyes, this fake shithole. He closed his eyes, and now there will be some edit. He closed his eyes, then he will look and open his eyes and read. He will open his eyes and read something, but he will edit and cut it out. You can see now his eyes is closed. Now his eyes are closed there. His eyes are closed. Then suddenly his eyes will be open and looking up. And also the play button there under his eye there. The play button on the right side of his face under his eye. Then look now in less than a second and his eyes now are closed. I play by accident here this fucking shithole man.
على الموبايل أو الكمبيوتر بتاعكم.
Fucking annoying shithole scammer.
على الموبايل أو الكمبيوتر بتاعكم.
Look here. Look here, there'll be some edit now. You can see the play button there on the right side of his face. The play button there on the right side of his face. Then look now. You see? Now the play button under his nose. Now the play button under his nose and his face is in the middle there. Because there was some edit there. This fake shithole scammer. And look now, he will tell about another book. He will tell about this book here. كلميني عربي بشويش. Like speak Arabic to me slowly. He will tell about some books and about some different things. And he make money for doing this commercial. He make commercial for different things, then he get money from those different apps and different books. He get money from them because he will tell people that he used those different apps and different books to learn Arabic. And he only learned Arabic in 2 years. Then people will think, oh, if he learned Arabic in only 2 years and he used those kind of books and those kind of apps, then people will also pay membership to those apps and they will also buy those books. This fake shithole, he just do like this so he can make money from making commercial for those things here.
2 في كتاب اسمه كلمني عربي بشويش مناسب للمبتدئين. في رأيي هو أحسن مرجع موجود للهجة المصرية، بس خلي بالكم عشان ما فيهوش إنجليزي خالص، فأكيد لازم تستعملوه مع مدرسكم.
Look, it's full of edits, this fake asshole.
تستعملوه مع مدرسكم.
You see the edit there?
مع مدرسكم.
Look now, you see the editing here. You can see now he closed his mouse and the play button there on his nose. The play button there on his nose there, and then look now in a second now. Just look now, the play button come under his nose. It's another edit.
3 اليوتيوب وضعها يعني بس لو مبتدئين تقدروا تدوروا.
But there are many edits, but they're not easy to show all those edits.
على فيديوهات عن الآب جدية وتعبيرات بسيطة للناس اللي مستواهم متوسط. الفرجة على فلوجز مصرية مفيدة قوي عشان تحسن مهارة الاستماع عندهم. هاخد شوية حسن مهارة قوي عشان تحسن.
He looked down to read, but he ate it and cut it out, this fake shithole. You can see there, he closed his eyes. He closed his eyes, then he look and read something. Like he will close his eyes, then he will open his eyes and read something, and after he ate it and cut it out. And also next second he will look down to read. Just some fake shithole, man. See, keep closing his eyes. Every few seconds he will close his eyes. Then he will look and read something. Then he will edit and cut it out. Look, you can see his eyes only very little open. This fake shit, man. Look, again, he closed his eyes and only very little open eyes. Then he's looking down and reading. He's looking down and reading, but he will look down for longer time. Then he will edit and cut it out. He just opened his eyes very little. Then he looked down to read in front of him. Then after you edit and cut it out. It's fake shit, man. See, now he looked down to the left side there, also looking down and reading. Looking down and reading. And he will look for longer time. He will look down for longer time and reading, then he will edit and cut it out. And the video is totally full of edits. He looked down many times to read, but he edit and cut it out. Every 2 seconds or every 3 seconds he will look down to read something, but he'll just edit and cut it out. You can see he's looking down there and reading this fake shit. can see he's looking down there and reading, but he just ate it and cut it out. You fake shit, man.
من قنواتي المفضلة في الديسكريبشن وما تقلقوش لو مش
Just some fake shit reading from a script.
في الديسكريبشن وما تقلقوش.
See, he looked down there to read. He looked down to read, but he ate it and cut it out. He looked down to read, but he ate it and cut it out. This fake shit.
لو مش فاهمين كتير في البداية طبعا تقدروا تشغلوا الترجمة في أي وقت.
You fake shit. You just looking and reading from a script and editing.
طبعا تقدروا تشغلوا الترجمة في أي وقت.
See? He looked down to read, but he ate it and cut it out. He looked down to read, but he ate it and cut it out. This fake shithole, man.
لو بتدوروا على تحدي أنا براشق قناة إيجيبتون بس خدوا بالكم عشان الهوار السريع.
See, he make commercial for many things. He make commercial for many things and they pay him money for doing that. He make commercial for many things and he get money for doing this.
جدا جدا.
And when he shake his head, I think he looked down also, I'm not sure here.
الهوار السريع جدا.
See? He shake his head, then he looked down to read something. He shake his head, then he looked down to read, but he ate it and cut it out. He will look down for a longer time, but he ate it and cut it out.
Then
See? He keeps shaking his head, then he will look down to read. He will shake his head, then he look down to read something. Then he will eat it and cut it out. And after he will shake his head again, look down to read something, then he ate it and cut it out. You fake shithole, man. You fake shit scammer, man. And ate it there also. Just some fake shithole scammer. See, there was some editing there, this fake shithole.
جدا
Look now, I think there's some edit here or something like that. Look here now. You see how his head shake up? You see his head was to the front. His head was to the front. Suddenly his head shake up. But it's full of edits. The video is full of edits. You can see first he looked down to read. He looked down to read, but he ate it and cut it out. He looked down to read, but he ate it and cut it out. It's fake shit. Look now. You can see now he's looking to the front in the camera. Now he's looking to the front in the camera. Then in less than a second, his head will look up. Now in less than a second, his head will look up because there's an edit. Look here. Look now. Look here. His head will shake up now. Look. You see his head shake up and his hands move up. His head shake up and suddenly his hand is also in the screen. Just some fake edited shit. Just some fake shithole, man. Look now, in less than a second, his head will shake up and his hand will be in the screen also. Look here. Look, you see in less than a second, his hand is in the screen and his head shake up. Just some fake edited shit.
الرابع جوجل شيتس. عشان تزودوا مفرداتكم يبقى لازم تكتبوا كلمات جديدة وتراجعوا الكلمات اللي اتعلمتوها بانتظام. بعض الناس بتستخدم تطبيق زي انكي أو تستخدم تطبيق زي انكي.
See, he closed his eyes and looked down to read. His eyes only very little open. His eyes are only very little open. Then he looked down to read. His eyes only very little open. Then he looked down to read. But he will look down for a longer time. Then he will eat it and cut it out. He will look down for a longer time to read. Then he ate it and cut it out. This fake shithole.
عشان يعملوا ده بس
The video is totally full of edits and he keep looking down to read. This fake shit, man.
يعملوا ده بس عادي براحتكم.
And looks like he's looking a little bit to the left side there. Looks like he's looking a little bit to left side to read something also.
well
See, and there was some edit there, this fake asshole man.
يعملوا ده بس عادي براحتكم.
Look now, you can see he's looking to left side there and reading something. And the play button on the right side of his face. He's looking to the side, to the left side, and the play button on the right side of his face. Then look now, the edit here, look here. Do you see? Suddenly the play button under his nose. Suddenly his head moved to the right side and the play button under his nose. Because there's some edit there, this fake shithole. And look now, he will tell about Glossica. Now he'll also tell about Glossica. Because Glossica is working with the scammers. This Glossica is also working with the Polyglot YouTubers. And he also worked with Glossica because he's also a scammer. He also worked with Glossica because he's also a scammer. And Glossica will pay him money for telling people that he used Glossica to learn Arabic and become fluent in Arabic in 2 years. All those things that he make commercial for, they will pay him money because he will say that he used those things to become fluent in Arabic in 2 years. That's why he make commercial for those things to make money. He's just some fake shithole. And that's why he tell people that he become fluent in Arabic in 2 years. He will lie to people and tell people that he become fluent in Arabic in 2 years. And also that he learn Chinese also. So people will think that he can learn a language very fast. Then people will pay membership to those different apps and buy those different programs and different apps and different books. And then he will make money from this fake shithole.
المصدر الأخير هو موقع جلوسيكا. ده مش ضروري بس أنا بحبه قوي. النظام بتاعه بسيط بس عبقري. قوي.
See this fake shithole again he closes his eyes. He will close his eyes, then he will open and read something, and after he will edit and cut it out. He closes his eyes, then he will open his eyes and read something, and after he will edit and cut it out, this fake shithole.
النظام بتاعه بسيط بس عبقري.
See? You can see he look down there to read this fake shithole. He look down to read, but he will edit and cut it out. He will look down for longer time to read something, then he will edit and cut it out. You fake shit man.
بيدلكم جملة إنجليزية وبعد ثواني الترجمة بتظهر باللغة الثانية. تقدروا تختاروا اللغة العربية.
See, he looked down to read this fake shit.
تقدروا تختاروا اللغة العربية.
See, he looked down to read every few seconds. He looked down to read something, but he just edit and cut it out.
طبعا أو 40 لغة تانية. مستوى صعوبة الجمل بتزيد كل شوية واللي بيقرأ الجمل دي ناطق باللغة العربية. ده مهم جدا. الاشتراك
fake shithole man.
ناطق باللغة العربية. ده مهم جدا.
See, every time he finished saying a sentence, then he closes his eyes, then he will look and read something. After he closes his eyes, then he will look and read the next sentence, and after he just edit and cut it out. Every time he finished saying a sentence, then he closes his eyes, then he will open his eyes and read the next sentence, and after, when he edit the video, he will edit and cut it out every time he look and read. Look at this fake shithole. You can see how he closes his eyes. This fake shithole. You can see there he's looking down to the side and reading, this fake shit. You can see there it looks like he's looking there to the right side and reading something, this fake shit. Then after he closes his eyes again, just some fake shithole man. And there's some editing there, just some fake shit man. You see the edit there? It's just some fake shit man. Look now, you see his head will shake the play button there on his nose. You can see he's looking in the camera and the play button on his nose. Then look now. You see his head shake up. His head shake up and the play button under his nose. His head shake up and the play button under his nose because there was some edit, this fake shithole.
طيب تمام، لقيتوا مدرس مناسب، عندكم مصادر كويسة، فتعملوا ايه دلوقتي؟ ما تتكلموش انجليزي في دروسكم. انا عارف.
It's full of edits, this fake shithole, man. But I think I'll not show more because it takes too long time to show this shit here.
يستاهل.
You see there's some shaking because there's some edit.
طيب تمام، لقيتوا مدرس مناسب، عندكم مصادر كويسة، فتعملوا ايه دلوقتي؟
Every time he finished saying a sentence, then he will make an edit. Every time he finished saying a sentence, then he will look and read the next sentence, then he will make some edit. Look here now, the play button in the middle of his face. The play button in the middle of his face. Let's see what will happen now. Look now.
تتكلموش انجليزي في دروسكم. انا
Okay, the edit was here at around 3:30 or 3:29.
في دروسكم.
Okay, I think the edit will be here. Look, the play button is between his eyes. The play button on his nose between his eyes. Look here now. Look. Suddenly the play button on the right side of his nose. Suddenly the play button become on the right side of his face there. Because there was an edit there. It's just some fake shit, man.
أنا عارف إن الفكرة دي مخيفة شوية، وطبعا في البداية مستحيلة، ما فيش مشكلة، بس بغض النظر عن مستواكم يعني ممكن تسمعوا ممل شوية، فأنتم محتاجين تلاقوا.
Look, he keep closing his eyes, then he will look down and read, but he will edit and cut it out. He close his eyes, then he will look down and read, but after he edit and cut it out.
وترى تخليكم ما تزهقوش يعني.
See, there was some edit there, and after he looked to the right side. There was an edit there, and after he looked to the right side to read.
يعني ممكن تسمع.
See, you can see he's looking there to the right side and reading from his script. Looking to the right side and reading from his script.
أو أغاني عمرو دياب. أنا بحب أغنية أماكن.
See, look to the right side, and then he just closed his eyes after. It's just some fake shit. You can see there, he looked to the right side to read from his script. He looked to the right side to read from his script, and I think after maybe he will look to the left side also.
أماكن سهر قوي. أو.
See, now he looked to the left side to read from his script on the left side. Now look to the left side to read from his script on the left side, this fake shithole. See, he looked to the left side to read from his script on the left side.
أو تكتبوا يومياتكم أو.
See, just some fake shithole, man.
أو.
See, he looked there to the left side to read.
تطبخوا كشري أو تكتبوا يومياتكم أو.
See, now he looked to the right side to read.
أو.
See, then he looked to the left side to read.
تعملوا قناة.
Just some fake shit, man.
على اليوتيوب أكيد تتحسنوا، دي حاجة بتاخد وقت، فانبسطوا واستمتعوا بالرحلة.
Okay, I think this is enough, this bullshit. It's just some fake edited shit. Some fake edited shit reading from a script. And he do like this so he can tell people that he use italki and those different apps to learn Arabic in only 2 years. He will say that he used those different apps to learn Arabic in only 2 years, that he used italki and Glossica and those different books and dictionary and those different things. He will do like this so he can make money from that, because they will pay him money to say that he used those kind of programs. Just some fake shithole, man. He's just a liar and a scammer who makes some fake edited videos reading from a script, but he makes some very good editing. He makes some very good editing because he's an actor. He's an actor and he knows how to make editing, and he knows how to read from a script. He knows how to make it fake, because he is a real actor. He's a real actor. He have been in some American movies and some American TV shows. He's a real actor. He knows how to make acting. He knows how to act. He knows how to read from a script. He knows how to make good editing. And also there's someone recording him who know about editing and about recording, and maybe someone standing and holding a script, or else he's looking at a computer or some papers, but he know about how to make some fake editing and about reading from a script and about practicing a script. He's just some fake shithole scammer fooling people. And I think there's some other video where he will show something about this italki here, his italki link. He'll put the italki link or something like this. I think this one, the first video here in the top, Arabic versus Mandarin, which language is harder. In this video I think he'll put some italki link, but let's take a look here.
And today I want to answer a question that I get asked all the time. Which of these two languages is actually harder to learn? What's up, everybody? My name is Brian Wiles, and 5 years ago I decided that I wanted to learn a new language that would open my eyes to another side of the world. I thought about learning Russian or Hindi or Japanese, but in the end I narrowed it down to Arabic and Mandarin for 3 reasons. 1, a lot of people speak them all
The video is totally full of edits. Every few seconds there's some editing.
around the world. 2, Arabic and Chinese culture are ridiculously awesome. And 3, they're hard, like really hard. Now I know that might sound a little silly. Why would someone go out of their way to learn a difficult language? Because in my opinion, it's so worth it.
You can see there, look to the right side to read from his script. He looked to the right side to read from his script, and it's full of edits. Also when he's speaking English, because he's just some fake shithole. And he say he want to learn 2 very difficult languages, Arabic and Chinese. The reason he do like this is to fool and scam people when they think that he have learned those 2 languages, and he do it very fast, then he can sell them some products, and his fake shithole. And here he will show his italki link, I think here. Look here. Many thanks to my terrific Arabic teacher Reem for her help with this video. If you're interested in learning Arabic, check out her italki profile. He will tell about the italki profile of this teacher, and he makes some affiliate money from this, or she makes some money from this. They're just some scammers working together, fooling people. You can see here, I'll show you her italki profile here. You can see here her italki profile. They just work together to fool people and scam people. And she teaches Arabic and English, and she say that she can also speak French and Spanish. Are you sure you cannot also speak 10 other languages? They're just some fake shit people working together to fool and scam people. They're just some fake shit people working together to fool and scam people. He do like this to make commercial for italki and tell people that he learned languages because he used italki. Just some fake shithole.
When I speak Arabic with people on the street in New York City, their faces light up because honestly, it's not something with the majority of the population.
He just do like this so he can make money from italki and other things, and then he will also sell his own products. Now he start to sell his t-shirt, his own t-shirt brand. He start to sell his own t-shirt brand, and same time he will sell membership to italki and Glossica and other apps. He's just some fake shithole. And now after people believing in him, then he just make a lot of short videos. Now he just makes some short videos after people believe in him and think that he can speak Arabic fluently. He's just some fake shithole scammer. He's just fooling people and scamming people. Just some fake shithole. He cannot speak Arabic and he cannot speak Chinese. He's just some fake shit, man. But I want to see here, you have another video here about how to become fluent fast. But you have something here about teach yourself Mandarin, and also this best language learning method you have never tried. How to learn any language on your own fast.
Second language till I was 28 years old. I'm 35 now. I speak Spanish, French, Mandarin, and Arabic. And I speak them all more or less fluently.
Look at this fake shithole. He will say that he can speak 4 languages now. Now he will say that he can speak French, Chinese, Arabic, and English.
I didn't start learning a second language till I was 28 years old.
He said he started to learn his second language when he was 20 years old. He said that he started to learn his second language when he was 28 years old. And then suddenly he can speak 4 languages now.
I'm 35 now, and I speak Spanish, French, Mandarin, and Arabic.
Oh my God, now he can speak 5 languages. He said he can speak Spanish, French, Mandarin, Arabic, and also English. So it's 5 languages. And he said that he's 35 now. So in 7 years he learned 4 languages. So you want to say that in 7 years he learned 4 languages? Because he said he was 28. He said when he was 28 he could only speak English. Or that he started to learn his second language when he was 28. And now he's 35. So after 7 years he wants to say that he can speak 5 languages in 7 years. Like he learned 5 languages in only... No, like he wants to say that he learned 4 languages in only 7 years. Just some fake shithole, man. Listen good again. He will say that he learned Spanish, French, Chinese, Arabic. Now he will tell you that he learned those 4 languages in just 7 years, because he said that he started when he was 28 and now he's 35. So only in 7 years he learned 4 languages. Just some fake shit scammer, man.
I didn't start learning a second language till I was 28 years old. I'm 35 now, and I speak Spanish, French, Mandarin, and Arabic. And I speak
Spanish, French, Mandarin, and Arabic. So he learned 4 languages in 7 years. 4 languages, he learned them in 7 years. And some of those languages takes very long time to learn. He's just some fake shithole, man.
them all more or less fluently. But look, I'm not some kind of savant. I've simply discovered an effective method that's helped me learn. I didn't start learning a second language till I was 28 years old. I'm 35 now, and I speak Spanish, French, Mandarin, and Arabic. And I speak them all more or less fluently. But look, I'm not some kind of savant. I've simply discovered an effective method that's helped me learn languages quickly. It's free, it's straightforward, and believe it or not, it's enjoyable.
He found some special methods to learn languages very fast. This fake shit scammer, man. And look here in the description, these t-shirts can help you learn a new language faster. Wow. If you buy his t-shirts, then you can learn a language faster. It's like some kind of magic t-shirt. It's some kind of magic t-shirt. If you buy this t-shirt, you will learn languages faster. Wow, amazing. Amazing. His t-shirts will make you learn languages faster. This fake shithole, man. Learning a language by yourself might seem daunting, but with the method and the right mindset, you can make progress unbelievably fast. So if you're serious about getting fluent, don't waste your time or money on unnecessary apps and courses. Instead, become the driver of your own language learning success. In this video, I'll explain just how to do that so that you can become fluent in a new language on your own terms. And don't worry, you don't need to spend a dime. Yeah, fuck you, scammer shit, man. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoy. If you're interested, here is a referral link to italki.com. We both get a coupon if you use it. Yeah. See, now I put here his italki reference link. This shithole, man. Look here, his italki profile. Here, his italki profile, this scammer shit, man. Hi there, italki's changed how I have learned English. Here is $5 to help kickstart your journey. Give it a try now. Fucking shithole scammer, man. That's some fucking shithole, man. He do like this so he can make money from italki, this fucking shithole, and also from other apps.
And in this video, I want to share it with you. There's an unbelievable amount of bad information out there when it comes to language learning, especially on YouTube. I'm sure
there's a lot of bad information about language learning out there, especially on YouTube. You want to know the bad language learning information is you fucking shithole liars and scammers, you fucking fake shit people, liars and scammers, you fucking fake shithole people, you fucking shit scammers. You are the one who give people wrong and bad informations just so you can scam and fool people, you fucking shitholes, man.
you've seen videos with titles like Learn a Language in 3 months, Learn a Language in 2 weeks, Learn a Language while you're on the John. Here's the reality. Those videos are not real. They're clickbait. Full stop. I'm going to speak to you honestly about language learning because
you are speaking honestly, you fake shithole. You say that you learned 4 languages in 7 years and you make some fake edited videos pretending that you can speak Arabic, and also I think maybe the same on the Chinese channel. Maybe I should take a look on the 2 videos on the Chinese channel if they're also some fake shit.
Because in my opinion, false expectations are deadly. So please hear this. Real progress takes time. If it's a more distant language, for what it's worth, that's how I define the term fluency. Being able to understand other people and back to talking about the beginner stage. At the outset, that language as soon as possible. You should be doing all of that for at least an hour every day. An immersive series that's designed for people with pronunciation. Early on, you might only catch talking technique. I don't have that problem. I actually enjoy it. And if you're someone who well, how do you find out? My general recommendation, cut right to the chase, you need to talk with people in your target language. But it can feel uncomfortable and even exhausting to make an hour of. And look, there's no who you like, you must avoid using English as much as possible, unless, of course, you'll likely provide their time over Skype. In my opinion, that's money very well spent. But there are about how you can reach a more advanced, keep a rough record of all your searches, and you can double-check the meanings later on with a native speaker. More on that in just a moment. Okay, we've covered the walking technique. Now let's talk about how you can reach a more advanced level where you feel truly fluent. I'll cut right to the chase. You need to talk with people in your target language. But how can you do that as efficiently as possible? Well, the simplest way is to use a website like italki.com and
italki.com. Fuck you and your italki. Fuck you and your italki, you fucking shithole scammer, man. All this video to tell about italki, this fucking shithole, man. This whole video to tell people to use italki, this fucking shithole, man. This whole video is to tell people about italki, this fucking shithole scammer. The whole video is to tell people about italki, this fucking shithole, man. He made all this whole video just to tell people about italki, this fucking asshole, man. This fucking shithole, man. The best language learning method you have never tried. Just take a look.
What's up, guys?
Look here. Includes paid promotion. This video includes paid promotion. You see there, it says includes paid promotion. It's fucking shithole, man. Check out the app. High Native. Look here, this one. Keeping a foreign language diary can help you reach fluency in a new language fast, and learning alongside native speakers will ensure that you are making progress the right way. That's where High Native comes in. It's an innovative language exchange app with a built-in diary feature that connects you with native speakers of more than 100 languages. Post a question about your target language, get an answer in minutes, then pay it forward by helping someone who's learning your native language. Want to learn more? Check out the app, Android, iOS, web, highnative.com. So we make this video to tell people about this High Native, and I don't know if you'll tell about other things also. And then here also you tell about his t-shirt, my t-shirt brand for language learners, fluenties.com. And also we make commercial for his camera and microphone and light. My equipment, and he put here for his camera and microphone and light, and there's also some affiliate links to this. His microphone and camera and light, there are also affiliate links to those things. So I make this video just to make some affiliate links to make money, this fucking shithole, man. I don't even care what he will say in the video. You just do this to make money, this fake shithole. Teach yourself Mandarin, the ultimate guide. I'm very sure it's also something same like this.
Yes, you can absolutely
Look here, includes paid promotion. Look on the top right side or top left side, includes paid promotion there on the left side. On the top left side includes paid promotion. He do like this so he can make money from making commercial for different things, this shithole, man. Look here. Get Surfshark VPN at Surfshark deals Brian Wiles. Look here, if I click on this link, here for this surfshark.deals/Brian Wiles, you can see his name is there at the end of the link. /Brian Wiles. /Brian Wiles, it means that he will get some money every time someone use this link and become member of this VPN. Look here. Look here, this Surfshark. Get Brian Wiles deal on Surfshark VPN plus 3 months free. You can see his picture there. Every time someone become member of this Surfshark, if they use this website and this link here, if they click on this get the deal, if they click on this one get the deal, then every time Brian Wiles will get some commercial or some money. Every time Brian Wiles will get some money from this every time someone become member if they use this link here. That's why he do like this, so he can make money from this fake shithole, and also he put many other links to make money from this. Get Surfshark VPN at Surfshark deals Brian Wiles. See, then he also makes some promotion for this VPN, the VPN Surfshark, and some affiliate links here. Enter promo code Brian Wiles for 83% off and 3 extra months for free. It's fucking shithole, man. Ready to learn Mandarin? Here are the tools you need to get started. The new practical Chinese reader level 1. Yo-Yo Chinese, Anki NPCR flashcard deck. He make this to make money from affiliate links, this fake shithole. Intro background, recommended resources, Surfshark VPN. Then again here his t-shirt brand. My video equipment, camera and microphone and light. Just to make commercial for different things, this fake asshole, man. Just some fucking shithole, man. He's just some fucking shit scammer who do like this to make money. He do like this to fool people so he can make money, this fake shithole, man. He's just some fake shithole. He cannot speak Arabic. He cannot speak Arabic and he cannot speak Chinese. He just makes some fake edited videos reading from a script. He just makes some fake edited videos reading from a script. He cannot speak Arabic. He cannot speak Chinese. And I'm very sure he can also not speak Spanish and French, because in one of the videos he said that he also learned Spanish and French. He wants to say that he can speak 5 languages. He wants to say that he can speak English, Spanish, French, Chinese, Arabic. But I'm very sure he can only speak one language, English. He can only speak one language, English, this fake scammer. But he pretends that he can speak 5 languages, this fake shithole. Let's take a look here on Brian Wiles on his Chinese channel. Let's try to take a look on his Chinese channel also and take a look on his video here. I'm very sure there are also some fake edited videos. Reading from a script. But he do some very good editing. So maybe it will be difficult to show the editing. But let's try to take a look on the videos here.
生存
Look here, you can see already from the start of the video. You can see here already from the start of the video, he's looking down to left side to read. You can see he's looking down to left side to read from his script, this fake shit. To be or not to be performed in Mandarin with English subtitles from Shakespeare, Hamlet. This text is based on Su Shenghao's 1944 translation and adding captions. I have tried to remain true to the original script. Try to remain true to the original script. You are reading from a script, yes. You are reading from a script but with English letters. You are reading a Chinese script with English letters, you fake shithole. You're just reading from a script, you fake shit, and you can see it's looking down to the side and reading. But people believe in this bullshit. The amount of patience you have learning these two difficult languages is incredible. I have always wanted to learn a third language besides Mandarin and English, but I really struggled to devote enough time and diligence. He's just fooling people, this fucking shit scammer. And someone here also, she said that he's speaking the most two difficult languages fluently. He's just fooling people, this fucking shit scammer. Look, this one, I have to say you are more than brilliant. I have tried a lot of times to learn Mandarin and unfortunately couldn't. She couldn't learn Mandarin, but this shit scammer, he wants to pretend that he learned 4 languages in 7 years. This fake shithole. You can see he's looking down to left side and reading. He's looking down there to left side and reading from his script. Yeah, you're looking down to left side and reading from your script, you fake shithole. See, now he's also looking up to the left side and reading. And also there's some editing. You can see he's just looking there to left side and reading from his script. Looking to left side and reading from your script, you fake shithole, man. Looking to right side and reading from your script. Looking to right side and reading from your script. I think the Mandarin is very difficult for him. That's why he chose to make the Arabic channel. He chose to continue with the Arabic channel because the Mandarin was too difficult to read the script. Even when he read the script, he need to look the whole time because it's very difficult. That's why he continue with the Arabic channel. This fucking shit scammer. You fake shithole. Looking to left side and reading. Looking to left side and reading from your script, you fake shit. You just looking to left side and reading from your script, you fake shit, man. Looking to left side and reading from your script. Looking to left side and reading from your script. You fake shithole, man. Looking to left side and reading from your script. Looking to left side and reading from your script. Looking to left side and reading from your script, you fake shit. You fake shithole, man. He keep looking to the side the whole time. See? He keep looking down there to left side, this fake shit, man. Looking down to left side and reading from your script. Looking down to left side and reading from your script. Looking to left side and reading from your script. Looking to left side and reading. Looking to right side and reading. Looking to right side and reading from your script, you fake shit, man. Looking to right side and reading from your script, you fake shit. Looking down and reading from your script. Looking down and reading from your script, you fake shit, man. Looking down to left side and reading. Looking down and reading. See, keep looking to the left side or looking to the right side the whole time, this fake shithole.
睡眠里
See, looking to the left side and reading. Looking to the left side and reading. And after now, he'll look to the right side now.
就经将要做些
See, he looked to the right side there also.
究竟将要做些什么梦？
Looking to the left side and reading. Looking to the left side and reading, you fake shit, man.
那不能不是我们
Looking down and reading. Looking down to left side and reading.
踌躇顾虑，
Looking to the left side and reading from your script.
人们甘心就困于患难之中，
Just looking and reading from your script, you fake shit, man.
也就是为了这个缘故。谁愿意
Looking and reading from your script. Looking to left side and reading.
忍受人世的变态技巧？压
Looking to left side and reading from your script.
迫着的凌辱傲，
You fake asshole, man. You fake shithole, man. You're just looking to left side and reading from your script, you fake shit, man.
的凌辱
Looking to left side and reading from your script, you fake shit scammer. You fake shit scammer, you're just looking to the side and reading from your script.
傲恨着的冷眼，被轻
You fake shithole, man.
蔑的爱情的惨痛，
Looking to the side and reading from your script, you scammer. Scammer, you're looking to the side and reading from your script.
法律的牵引，
Looking to the left side and reading from your script, you fake shit scammer.
惯例的横暴和
Looking to the left side and reading from your script.
非情亲情所换来的
The whole video, you're just looking to the side and reading.
小人的鄙视，要是他
Look, this fake shithole, man.
只要
You're just looking and reading the whole time.
用一柄小小的刀子就可以
You're just looking and reading the whole time, you fake shithole.
清算他自己的一生。谁
You fake shit, man.
愿意负着这样的重担，在法
You're just looking to the side and reading.
老的生命
You're just looking to the side and reading the whole time, you fake shit, man.
的压迫下，谁
Fake shit.
呻吟流汗？
The camera is in front of you, you fake shithole. The camera is in front of you, you're just looking to the side and reading from your script.
暂不
You're just looking to the side and reading from your script, you fake shit scammer.
是因为惧怕那不可知的死后，
You fake shithole, you're just looking and reading.
我惧怕那从来不曾有一个人
You're just looking to the side and reading, you fucking shithole, man.
回来过的神秘之国，
Looking to the side and reading from your script.
是他迷惑了我
You're just looking to the side and reading.
的意志，使我们宁愿忍受目前的折磨，不敢向
You're just looking the whole time and reading.
我们不知道的痛苦飞去。这样重重的顾虑，
Yeah, you fake shithole, man. Where are you looking, man?
使我们却变成了懦夫。
Just looking and reading, you fake shit, man.
决心的炽热的光彩，
Just looking and reading from your script.
被神圣的思维盖上了一层
You're just looking to left side and reading the whole video, you fake shithole, man.
灰色、肥大的视野，在这种考虑之下也
Looking to left side and reading.
会逆流而退，
Just looking and reading the whole video.
失去了心
Looking to left side and reading the whole video, you fake shithole because you cannot speak Chinese. You cannot speak Chinese, you're just looking and reading. You can only speak one language, English, you fake shithole scammer, man.
灵动了。
Yeah, fuck you, fake shithole. I'm very sure the next video, something same like this shit. Let's take a look.
是哪一位在发？
Yeah. Yeah. Where are you looking, scammer? You fake shithole, where are you looking, man? You're great, man. How can you learn two of the most difficult languages in the world? I follow you from Egypt. Yeah. Hats off to you for mastering 2 difficult languages? Yeah. People believe in this bullshit. People believe in this bullshit, man. People believe in this bullshit, man. He's just some fucking fake shithole, man. You can see he's looking to left side and reading from his script. Looking to left side and reading from his script already from start of the video.
是哪一位在发出这样的愿望？我那为是摸懒故障吗？不好故障。要是我们注定。
Then after he looked to the right side. First he looked to the left side to read, and after he looked to the right side. Look now, he looked to the left side to read.
是哪一位在发
Just look to the left side and reading from your script, you fake shithole.
出这样的愿望？我那为是摸懒故障吗？不好故障。要是
See, now he looked to the right side to read. Looking to the right side to read, you fake shithole, man.
我们注定
You see this? Very concentrated, this fake asshole, man.
故障吗？不好故障。要是我们
Look at him, very concentrated. Looking to the side, very concentrated and reading from his script, this fake shithole, man.
注
You fake shithole, you're just looking to the side and reading.
定该战死在疆场上，那我们替祖国招来的损失也够大了。要是我们能够生
You fake shithole, man.
祖国招来的损失也够大了。要是
Looking to left side and reading. Look at his eyes, look at his eyes. Look at his eyes, he's trying to look in the middle at the same time. He's trying to look in the middle at the same time that he's looking to the left side. Look at his eyes. Like one eye looking to the left side and the other eye trying to look in the middle. This fake asshole, man.
我们
Look at him, this abnormal clown. Look at his eyes.
能
Look at his eyes, how he's looking, man.
够生
You fake asshole, man.
活，那么人越少
Then after you look to the right side also, you fake shithole, man.
生活，那么人越
Where are you looking, clown? You're just looking to the side and reading from your script, you fucking shithole, man.
少，光荣就越大。上帝的意志，
And there's also some editing in the video. There's also some editing in the video, this fake asshole.
我求你别希望再多一个人。
Looking to the right side to read. Looking to the right side to read, you fake shit, man.
我并不贪图金银，也不理会
You fake shithole, man.
个人。
See, he looked there to the right side to read. He looked to the right side to read from his script. Then he will look in the middle now. You fake asshole, man.
意志，我求你别希望再多一个人。
Look at him. Look at this fake clown, man. Look at this fake scammer shit. Look at this scammer shit. Look, he's looking there to the right side to read. Looking to the right side and reading from your script. Looking to the right side and reading from your script, you fake scammer.
我并
Now he look in the middle. He look in the middle now, and after he will look again to the right side now. Look now.
并不
Look now.
贪图金银，
Look, he closed his eyes. He closed his eyes, and after he will look to the right side to read.
也不理
Look. Looking to the right side to read from his script. Looking to the right side to read from his script. This fake shithole, man.
会是谁
You fake shit, man.
花了我的钱。说实话，人家穿
Looking to the left side to read. Looking to the left side to read, you fake shithole, man.
了我衣服，我并不烦恼。这一切是
Looking to the left side to read. Looking to the left side to read from your script.
身外之物全部在我身上，可要是渴求荣誉，也算是一种罪恶，那我就
Looking to the right side to read from your script. Looking to the right side to read from your script, you fake shithole.
是人们中最
And after he looked to the left side, but it happened very fast now when he looked to the left side.
那我就
See, he looked to the right side, and then he will look to the left side very fast also.
是
See, then he looked to the left side.
人们中
And I think he makes some editing. I think he looked for longer time. He will look for longer time to read, but he will edit and cut it out.
最大恶极的一个了。像
Looking to the right side to read, but he will look for longer time. He will look to the side for longer time, but he will edit and cut it out. Look now, he looked to the right side to read, this fake asshole, man.
说真话，故障别希望从英格兰多一个人。
Looking to the right side to read again. Every second he will look to the side to read. Every second is fake shithole. You can see he looked there to the right side to read from his script. And he cannot read Chinese letters. He cannot read Chinese letters. Someone write down a script for him. Chinese words but with English letters. Chinese words with English letters. Someone write down a script for him and he just look and read from the script. You fake asshole man.
英格兰多了1个人。
Looking to the side and reading, you fake shithole. Looking to the side and reading, you fake shit man. Looking to the right side and reading from your script, you fake shit man.
我不愿错过这么。
And after you look to the left side. First you look to the right side to read, then after you look to the left side to read now.
我不愿
See, now he looked to the left side also to read from on the left side there.
错
See, he looked to the left side to read.
过这么大的荣誉，因为我认为多1个人
You fake asshole man.
不愿错过这么大的荣誉，因为我认为多1
See, he looked many times, but he will edit and cut it out.
不愿错过
See there, he looked there, and after 2-3 seconds, he will look again, now again.
我这么大的荣誉。
Also, he closed his eyes for a second. I think he did some editing when he closed his eyes.
我不愿错过这么大的荣誉，因为我认为
See, he looked there to left side to read again. He keep looking to the side to read. Also, sometimes he close his eyes. Sometimes he will close his eyes, then he will open his eyes and read something. Then he edit and cut it out.
多1个人就要从我那儿都分取一份最美妙的希望。为死
There's a lot of editing also in the video.
魔了，也希望再用1个人吧。你还不如把
Just some fake asshole man.
你还
See, he looked there to left side to read. Looking to left side to read from your script.
还
Looking to left side to read. Looking to left side to read from your script.
不如
Looking to left side to read from your script, you fake shithole man.
把这样的话小
Looking to left side to read from your script, you fake shit man.
玉全军
Looking to left side to read from your script, you fake asshole man.
如果有谁没勇气打
Looking to the right side to read from your script, you fake shithole man. Just some fake asshole man. It's just some fake shithole fooling people and scamming people, this fake asshole. He's just some fake shithole fooling people, this fucking shithole scammer. You can see he's looking there to the right side to read from his script.
这一仗就随他掉队。
And now he looked to the left side to read from his script.
我发给他通行证，并且把沿途
You can see he looked to the left side for a few seconds.
所需的旅费
Looking to the left side again. Again, looking to the left side to read from your script.
放进他的钱袋。我
You fake shithole, look, he just keep looking to the side there. He keep looking to the side and just reading the whole time.
不愿跟这样一个
And after he looked to the right side now to read from his script.
人死在一块儿，
Looking to the right side and reading from your script.
他竟然害怕跟咱们
You fake
大伙
asshole, you fake shithole man.
儿一起
Looking to the left side to read. Every second he will look to the right side or look to the left side to read.
意思。
You're just looking to the side and reading, you fake shithole man.
今天这一天叫做克里斯宾节，
Looking to the left side and reading, and also there was some edit. There was also some editing, but he makes some good editing. You can see he's looking there to left side and reading.
凡是度过了今天
Looking to left side and reading, you fake asshole.
这一天，能安然无恙回到家乡。
You fake shithole man. You fake shithole, you're just looking and reading from a script the whole video.
这样的人，每当提起
Looking to the right side to read. Looking to the right side to read.
了这一天，将会肃然起立。每当他
You fake asshole man.
每当
You're just looking there to the right side to read. and also you look to the left side to read, you're just some fake shithole, man.
他听到了克里斯宾之名
Looking to the right side to read, every second you're looking to the side and reading, you fake asshole, man.
子精神将会为之一振，
You just look to the side and reading the whole video.
谁知要度过今天这一天，将来到了老年，每年过。
Looking to the side and reading. I think that's why he made the channel in Arabic. He continued with the channel in Arabic because in the Chinese channel he need to look and read the whole time. With the Chinese he need to look and read the whole time. That's why he continued with the Arabic channel. He continued with the Arabic channel because in the Chinese he need to look and read all the time. So it was too difficult for him to pronounce. It was too difficult for him to read and pronounce the Chinese words. That's why he continued with the Arabic channel. This fucking shit scammer, man. You can see the whole time he looked to the side and read.
克里斯宾节的前夜将会
You fake asshole, man.
宾节的前夜
You just looking to the side and reading the whole video. You fake shithole, man.
将会摆酒请他的乡邻说
Looking to the side and reading. You fake shit scammer.
明天是上克里斯
Looking to the left side and reading. You fake shit scammer.
宾节了，然后才
And after you look to the right side to read this fake shithole.
然后
Looking to the right side to read from your script. Looking to the right side to read from your script. You fake shit scammer.
才就翻转气秀露
You fake shithole scammer, man.
出伤疤给人看，说这些
You fake shithole, man.
就翻转气秀。
See, he looked there to the right side. And I think he looked for a longer time, but he will edit and cut it out. After he finished recording the video, he will edit and cut it out. He will look for a longer time. You can see, look there to the right side.
秀露出伤，
You fake asshole, man.
然后才就翻转气秀露出伤疤给人看，说这些伤疤都是在
Every second he keep looking to the side, this fake asshole.
克里斯宾节得来的。老年人
Every second he keep looking to the side, but he do it very fast. He will look to the side just to see few words. And I think also he edit, maybe he looked for a longer time, then he edit and cut it out. You can see there, he looked to the right side to read this fake asshole, man.
记性不好，可是他即使忘
He keep looking to the side for a second like that, but I think he looked for a longer time, but he edit.
去了一切，也会
Look, you can see there, he looked to the side, this fake asshole.
分外清楚的记得，在那一天里，他干下的英雄。
You can see he's looking there to the side, but now he only opened his eyes very little. He opened his eyes very little, then same time he's looking to the side to read this fake shit, man.
世纪
Clown, where are you looking? You fake shithole scammer clown. You fake shit scammer clown, where are you looking? The camera is in front of you, you fucking clown. You fucking clown, you fucking shit scammer. The camera is in front of you, you're looking to the side and reading from your script. You fake asshole, man.
我的
Looking to the right side and reading from your script, you fake shit, man.
名字在他的嘴里本来就像家常话一样熟悉，什么
Looking to the right side and reading from your script, you fake shithole, man.
英王亨利呀，佩服爱
And after you look to the left side, this fake asshole, man.
英王亨
See? First he looked to the right side, then he looked to the left side to read. First he looked to the right side, then he looked to the left side to read this fake shit, man.
利呀，
Look, then he looked down, also looking down to read.
佩服爱
Look at him, then he keep only open his eyes very little. He open his eyes very little, then same time he's looking and reading. He only open his eyes very little, then same time he's looking down and reading.
艾克塞
You fake shit, man.
特啊，华列克
Looking to the right side and reading. Looking to the right side and reading, you fake shit scammer.
克罗斯特
Looking to the right side and reading.
啊，萨利斯波雷，到那时他们在
Looking to the right side and reading from your script. Looking to the right side and reading from your script, you fake shit, man.
饮酒谈笑间，就会亲切地重新把这些名字记起。
You fake asshole, man.
亲切。
You can see, just look for a second there to the side, this fake asshole. Look there, you can see he's looking to the side, but he only opened his eyes very little. He opened his eyes very little, then he's looking to the right side and reading this fake asshole, man.
亲切
You fake shithole, man.
地重新把这些名字记起。
Looking to the right side and reading, you fake asshole, man. Looking to the right side and reading from your script, you fake shithole, man.
那个故事，那位好老人家会细细讲给他儿子听，而克里斯
You fake shithole, man.
而克里斯
You fake asshole, man.
儿子听，而克里斯
Looking to the right side and reading from your script. Looking to the right side and reading from your script.
并且从今天
Looking to the right side and reading from your script.
直到世界末日，永远不。
See, he keeps shaking his head now and look to the side same time.
而克
Looking to the right side and reading. And now he will keep shaking his head many times and look to the side same time.
里斯
Looking to the right side and reading.
并且从今天直
Looking to the right side and reading.
到
Looking and reading, you fake shit. See, he's shaking his head. He will shake his head, then he look to the side same time.
世
See, this fake asshole, he shake his head and close and open his eyes.
界末日永
See, he shake his head, then same time he look to the side and read. He keeps shaking his head, then same time he look to the side and read.
远
You fake asshole, you just looking to the side and reading.
不
You fake shithole, man.
会随便过去，而行动在
You fake asshole, man.
随便过去，而行
You fake shithole.
随便过去，而
You fake shithole, you keep shaking your head, then you look to the side and read same time. You keep shaking your head, then you look to the right side and read same time, you fake shithole, man.
行动在这个节目里的我们永不会被人们忘记。我们是
Looking to the right side and reading, you fake shit. Looking to the right side and reading from your script, you fake shithole, man.
少数几个人，幸运的少数几个人，我们是
Looking to the side and reading, you fake shit, man.
一支兄弟的队伍，因为今天
And also you look to the left side.
兄弟的队伍，因为
See, you also look to the left side there, this fake asshole, man.
兄弟的队伍，
See, he also looked there to the left side to read. Just some fake shithole, man.
因为今天他跟我一起流着血，他就是我的好兄弟，不论
Looking to the right side to read. Looking to the right side to read, you fake asshole, man.
他怎样，
Just looking to the side and reading the whole time, you fake asshole, man.
地位卑贱，
Then after you look to the left side, this fake shithole, man.
不论他怎样，
See, he looked to the right side. He looked to the right side to read from his script. He looked to the right side to read from his script. And after you look to the left side also.
地
See, he closed his eyes. He closed his eyes and then he will look to the left side.
位卑贱，
See? He also looked to the left side there to read from his script. On the left side, this fake shit, man.
今
You fake shithole, man.
天这个日子将会带给他绅士的身份，而这会
You fake asshole, man.
带给他绅士的身份。
Looking to the right side and reading, you fake asshole. Look his eyes, really weird, abnormal. Look at his eyes. He looked to the right side to read this fake asshole. Looking to the right side and reading, you fake shit. Looking to the right side and reading, you fake shit, man.
玩这话
Looking to the left side and reading, you fake shithole. Looking to the left side and reading, you fake shit, man.
正瘫
You fake shit, man.
在床上的英格兰的绅士以后将
You fake asshole.
英格兰的绅士以后
Looking to the right side and reading, scammer. Scammer, you're looking to the right side and reading your script, you fake asshole.
将会埋
You fake shithole, man.
怨自己的命运，悔恨怎么轮不到他上这儿来。而且
Looking to the right side and reading your script, you fake shithole. Looking to the right side and reading your script, you fake shit, man.
以后只要听到那个在克里斯宾节跟我们
Looking to the left side to read from your script, you fake shit, man.
一起打过仗的人说话，就会面带愧色，觉得自己够不上当个大丈夫。愧色，觉得自己够不上当个大丈夫。
He's just some fake asshole reading from a script the whole video.
我们一起打过仗的人说话，就
Just some fake shithole, man.
以后只
Just some fake asshole, man.
要听到那个在克里斯宾节跟我们
You can see there he looked to the left side and before he looked to the right side. Before he looked to the right side and now he looked to the left side and then the video will finish now. Just looking and reading from a script, you fake shit, man.
一起打过
You fake shithole, man.
仗的人说话，就会
You fake asshole, man.
我们一
See, he looked to the left side to read there and after he will look again to the right side, but it will happen very fast.
起打过仗的人说话，
See, then now he looked to the right side to read. Look to the right side to read.
就会面带愧色，觉得自己够不上当。
You fake shithole. You fake shithole. You're just looking and reading from a script because you cannot speak Chinese. I think that's why he continued with the Arabic one, because the Chinese, he need to look and read the whole time. With the Chinese, he need to look and read the whole time. That's why he continued with the Arabic channel, this fake asshole. He continued with the Arabic channel because he need to look and read the whole time, this fucking fake shithole. He's just some fake shit scammer and liar and fraud. He cannot speak Chinese, he cannot speak Arabic, and also he cannot speak French and Spanish. He don't show any videos in French and Spanish. Maybe he will do it in future. Maybe in future he will also make some fake edited videos in French and Spanish. Then he will pretend that he's a polyglot also or something like that. Maybe in future he will make some videos speaking 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 languages in future, also becoming a polyglot or some bullshit like that. He just look and read from a script and edit his videos. He edits his videos and reading from a script. He's just some fake shit liar and scammer, this fucking shithole, man. Subscribe to my channel now. Remember, subscribe to my channel. See you. اشترك في القناة دلوقتي. افتكر اشترك في القناة. أشوفك. السلامة. Husk at abonnere på min kanal nu. Husk at abonnere. Vi ses. Abonnez-vous à ma chaîne maintenant. Abonnez-vous. Abonnez-vous à ma chaîne.